Hello, everybody. I am your androgynous android late night DJ Costa.
And I am your amazing agender avian co-host, Raffy the Owl.
And this is the Neon Costa Twitch channel. We already have people rolling out in force. Hi, Cruisin. Hi, Yellow King Hunter. Hi, Aru. How's it going? Hope you're all doing really well. We are back.
So nice to see everyone popping off in chat.
We are back for more Cold Cases, which, if you didn't already know, it is our series where we've been playing through a bunch of indie, retro, and mysterious mystery games in a very similar fashion to when we did Monster of the Week. But both of us are mystery fans, so we figured it would be a good thing to do to go and play through some of our backlog and play some interesting indie games that we wouldn't otherwise. I am doing very well, Cruising. How are you doing, Rafi?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Had a bit of some kind of like, fiddling with numbers and whatnot, make me have to huff over to an ATM and whatnot. But that's okay because I'm leaving all of that behind to enter the warm embrace of anthropomorphic animals in space.
Also, your voice reactor's beak is not opening currently.
Oh no! It's that. Oh,
hey!
How strange! I think I'm. Yes, ha ha ha! It wants to use the microphone for my Oculus Rift, which is not plugged in. Very funny. Very funny.
You're back. You're back.
Raffy?
Absolutely.
Yes, there we go. The beak is back.
But
I'm glad I really gesticulated big for that. I'm sure everyone felt the
it carried
pointing.
Yeah, the Mars Vice has been something on our list in a way that we're like, when it came up, I am not part of the furry community. I have many wonderful furry friends who I love very much, but it is not necessarily a personal interest of mine. But every so often,
it's a professional interest. Yeah.
Yes. Every so often there'll be kind of games that are designed in that sphere, that oeuvre. And I'm like, oh, but the concept of this, separate to the fact that there are animal people on this, is really interesting. I'm super into this. And like a couple years ago, I think, Rafi, you kind of passed Mars Vice my way as like it was like a trailer or a demo at the time. And I was like, ooh, I mean, I love sci-fi noir. I'm really interested in it for that reason. I would love to go and give this a whirl and see what it do. And the game is now generally fully out. You own a copy, so I figure this is a great opportunity to go play it. Also, sorry that chat isn't appearing. Let me just test to make sure it appears now. Yeah, it does. Ari says, just hopped into bed, tired from a long day of playing Honkai Star Rail. People are still playing. Hoyoverse have moved on to a Pokemon clone, as I understand. They've moved away.
Have they really? Is that the, okay, wait, Honkai Star Rail is the one that had the Butler Furry, right?
Yes. No, that was Zenless Zone Zero. So Star Rail was before Zenless, right. And now post-Zenless, there is a new Pokemon auto chess game that's in, like, open beta or whatever. I don't follow it very closely. All of those games seem very expensive to play. Ari also has also started on working on Friends' Halloween costumes, because it is the season. Nice. I love Halloween a lot. I do love cosplay at cons. Costume parties are weirdly different for me. Like, I've spent all this time sewing this motherfucker. I don't want to get somebody's Jack and Coke on it. Like, yeah. Hi,
you just got to. You just got to be going to better parties for that. Either you're going to parties where people are going to be drinking responsibly and keeping their things on coasters, or you're going to places where things might get sloppier, but that's fine because you're taking off the costumes.
Oh, sure. Yeah. If I was going in my sexy, like, nun outfit, it wouldn't really matter.
Oh man, and if you want to support the channel and have a chance of seeing a sexy nun costume, we've got that follow button. Man,
if we get to 500 subs, we'll get the pool stream. No, that's not happening.
The pool stream where I unveil my pool toy Sona.
the pool stream. The Android cannot get in the pool. They do not work when wet. Yellow King is patiently in waiting for Digimon Story Time Stranger, which I've also looked at and have gone, yes, interesting. Because, you know, it's a Mons game, and I've personally played a handful of Digimon games. We have played a Digimon game on air. We felt neutral to negative about it, but the more recent games are much better.
Yeah. And in our defense, that was a time where, like, Digimon fans in chat, or Digimon fans who've been in the channel before, came to be like, what are you doing? What?
Yeah, they were like, I love this game. Also, bad choice.
I don't even know if some of them were saying I love this game. It's just more of like, oh, you picked this one? But speaking of picking things, shall I pick the new game option and get us?
Yes, let's do the thing. Sorry.
Chat, pop up, sound off, even whether you are more excited for the Mars or the Vice.
The fact that it's Vice specifically, I get that it's like a pun on Miami Vice, but like, space drugs?
This is nice. Very stylish opening. I'm into it. Premium Martian beer.
Oh. Proper French house disco kind of vibes, huh?
I'm here for it. I love a French touch.
Love a bi-camera.
Yeah, a bi-camera bot.
Immediately close to the line, but we know that it stays within TOS.
Truly, there's never been a better time for towing the line. But oh man, I think
it knows what it's about. It knows what it's doing.
Thank God for men, honestly. I mean, like, certain men.
I mean,
thank God for queer men.
Yes. You know how when we were like looking at the character design in Void Stranger, it was like, this designer loves women.
Yep.
You know, I would love to play more games where you can be like, this designer loves men. It's just, you know, we need that sometimes.
Okay. I think it rebound my controls. Unfortunately, no, not options, controls. It totally did.
Okay, well, we'll listen to the vibes while you're resetting that.
Yes, we'll see. No,
Ooh.
It just wants me to use WASD. That's fine. I can WASD for us.
Oh gosh, I need to decide where I can see this at good size. Give me a second, because the text is a little small.
I can take a...
No, it's fine. I can pop out the stream, so the video feed you're sending me, so it's at reasonable size. Because, okay, we need to check now. Do you want to voice the lion or the human as the detective duo? Because they clearly talk a lot.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm fine with doing either, but I want to know what you want to do.
I feel like I've got to be the furry.
Robichon, where the hell are you?
Director,
I just got a call from our new Earther transfer. She's very confused why no one has come to pick her up from the T-port. You better tell me you're on your way.
Hang up. Okay. Ooh,
About to leave. Let's not be unprofessional.
I'm just leaving my flat.
Not in your pajamas, I hope.
No, of course not. Why would I ever...
Oh. I guess I can do narration. Dex looks down at the phone for the first time since he picked up. It's a video call.
Okay, so just might have been a stretch.
Drag your tail to the T-port and back to the office right this instant. You can beg me not to fire you later.
Your wish is my command, boss.
Ah, she's an old goat, indeed. Dial tone.
She hung up. Ugh, new partner. Exactly what I was trying to forget all weekend. Great. Boss is just gonna use this as another excuse for why I need a babysitter. I can do my job more than fine on my own. Thank you very much. Ugh, who even video calls their workers anymore? This is power abuse. And I'm nobody's chauffeur.
Chauffeur, maybe. Also, I used to have a boss that would just video call me apropos of nothing, and it is
ridiculous.
The worst thing. One of the worst bosses I've ever had, truly, an obnoxious man. After briefly pondering the many times he's been late to work in the last month, Dax looks around his room.
Chauffeur, I sure hope he does.
He already is. What more do you need to see?
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. I'd better find my clothes before she calls me again. Okay, hold right click to track tasks and interactive points. Wow.
I didn't realize this was like a Paradise Killer interface kind of deal.
This HUD Bob is okay. The idle head sway. Yeah, I gotta take that shit way down because this is. Okay, that's
Skybox, but nice Skybox.
Pavonis, holy pride of Mars. I never get tired of this view.
I mean, it's a really high up view.
I do. So if I'm remembering correctly, which I may very well be not, this is like a lot of the character art is done via billboarding. So, you know, not 3D models, but 2D art that is being rotated to face the camera. And, you know, actually, I should probably, just in case.
I mean, I love that shit in Danganronpa.
Sure.
Obtaining your third arm.
This is the black sad energy here is here, but I appreciate the fact that they did not give him the like.
I love this
black
fucking
sad face.
Jungle Book Bagheera as well. What?
You know what? I don't really feel like running naked today. The current classic me. Come on, Jenna. She's been lifting up our whole family since I was a kid. 2 moms, hell yeah. And 3 moms.
3 moms.
We're popping off. Leader of our pride, or at least the one person who can handle us all. Man, shout out to 3 moms.
Assuming that because the way that the main character's hair is like framed as a mane, 3rd trans mom?
You know, good point.
Not to be kind of like, one of his moms is clocky, but I'm like, good character design idea.
I love this cat is clocky. Oh man, I mean, hey, speaking of trans, love
2180, hell yeah.
What a day. Wish I knew what became of those boxers. But who is this? We're just not meant to know yet. Okay, I guess his place is called the Dugout.
I bet that's lifted from a dive bar that he frequents a lot.
I could believe it. Oh, my little babies don't know how expensive they are. They take after their daddy. Nice view, eh? I always thought that the bloody lip adds a certain je ne sais croissant. Maxi but nasty. Just like the real thing. Where are my clothes? Good fucking grief.
Don't have them. Just fish. Wear fish to work.
Okay. Right. And I cannot run yet. That's okay. That's the refrigerator. I love him like my own child. Hell, he cleans under the toilet seat. I love him more. Okay, and I can just bypass him. Yes. Tell me about the sexy cereal. Can't see it too well here, but I see 20% more blazing good fucking Lord. Wow.
I mean, I hope that all of the dialogue in this game is just constantly innuendo jokes, a full carry-on film worth of jokes.
Am I stupid? Where we're looking? Okay, grab your clothes.
Oh, just on the floor. I see.
Clothes. Jacket and shirt, all in one for the lion in a rush. That causes a strong impression, but not pantsless lion man strong.
But you need to make a fizz check, otherwise you'll break your neck trying to retrieve it from the light.
Now we're talking. It's a mean look, Daz. Just make sure no one smells you. Hold on, last minute check. Keys, sunglasses, breath mints. Huh? Where is it? Didn't I put my keycard in my jacket? Shit! It's gone. No, don't tell me I left in the bar. Please be here. Aha, so these are all the things we can do. Okay. Wash the dishes, make a new pile. Wash the dishes, make a new pile. I feel like we gripped it with a rock. Better people than me have tried this cereal and failed. More than a mouth. Fucking hell. They brought some cold breakfast pizza for the newbie. That's what cool seniors do, right? What's this? Great party, thanks for the piz. Less than 3, sorry for the mez, less than 333.
So this is kind of like, yes, we have woken up from a night of carousing, barely remembering what we did the night before, like a true noir protagonist.
Truly. But instead of being weird about a woman...
I mean, there's still time, but...
True, so true.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Mio Kingbird. You are locked in to the Neoncaster channel. I hope you enjoy being a new listener.
Birds for birds.
Mm-hmm.
I can say, good first impression. Fun character design. Very... Definitely giving Zootopia sloth.
Dax saunters into the transference port, the place where
Cute
all travelers
emerge.
emerge.
All right, Dax, maybe it's not so bad. A work partner means someone I can show the ropes, who will binge cop shows with me for paperwork, appreciates my jokes a lot more than the rest of the office. Plenty to look forward to. Not at all a pain in the ass. Just gotta find her first.
After his little self-pep talk, Dax approaches the help desk in the best of spirits.
Hi.
Hello, dearest Oh, no. On like a light switch. Hello, dearest traveler. Welcome to Red Planet's gateway to the galaxy, the transference port.
I'd save the spiel for the tourist, pal. I'm from here.
Martian or Earther, one can never know too much about the Red Planet.
You gotta say Red Planet X times a day to meet a quote or something?
Of course not, sir. I'm just perpetually excited about our beautiful Red Planet.
I was always excited for my shift at Shoebox, too.
Immediately. This guy clearly has to take stims for work.
Yeah.
Assuming this is like a cyberpunk setting, he's already wired. Is there anything I can assist you with?
Actually, yeah. I'm looking for someone.
You gained a new keyword. Earther.
Interesting. Click to use them at the start of a dialogue to learn more. Huh. You seen an Earther wandering about? She should have offloaded about,
Daz checks his phone watch. He slides it back into his pocket.
2 hours ago. She's called Anaya, I think?
Oh, your friend undertook the wondrous voyage of uploading her mind and sending it to our Red Planet, taking her first steps in a new body beyond earthly limits.
Oh.
Anywho, full name and passenger number, please.
Yeah, you got it.
Dax starts swiping through the menus, careful not to scratch his battered screen.
Barber E, camera, convo log, database. There we go. What the? No. Dude, someone put my phone on child lock? It's kicked me out of my database account.
What a terrible conundrum, sir. I suppose you'll have to use your brain to remember the details.
Come on, I'm already late.
Cruising says, so I wonder if in this game's universe Mars has been terraformed to be fully habitable, or everybody lives in a domes type scenario. I mean, we didn't immediately see a dome when we looked out of the window, but I'm sure it will come up in a little bit for sure. I'm afraid I can't help you, sir. I'm not allowed to resell passengers' location data to unauthorized parties.
Not even to a CIO officer?
A what?
Never mind. Could you tell me anything about the body she dropped into, at least? As a favor?
The clerk takes one long look at Dax. Be it out of pity or exhaustion, he starts typing something onto his computer. Non-mod.
Non-mod?
You need a damn dictionary. I mean, excuse my diction. I'm only allowed to disclose that this client opted out of any modifications to the body they transferred into.
Interesting. So it sounds like you travel to Mars by basically...
It's too far to take a body without it, like, falling apart, so you have a proxy.
Yeah. Which explains the animal people. But not what kind of body she chose?
Nope.
This is basically modification paradise compared to Earth. As an Earther coming to Mars for the first time, I'd be dying to see how far I could push my new body.
I'm sure you would, sir. Although, this will probably... I don't know whether this will come up or not, but separate to, like, gender dysphoria, it feels like being flung into a body wildly different to yours without the process of acclimatizing to that process would send you for a fucking loop. You may need to be further down on the slider from human to furry, like, to start with.
I do wonder whether it would be easier to go further rather than it would be to change a tiny bit. You know, kind of like avoiding the uncanny valley scenario, except like inward.
Oh, sure. It just feels like it would be one gigantic disassociation experience if my entire physicality changed heavily. But who knows whether it would come up or not.
Guess I just have to keep an eye out for an animal fresh off the preset catalog. Hope he's not this boring all the time.
You better hope she's bland enough to stay put for 2 hours and wait for your ass.
Huh? Did you say something?
I said, can I help you with anything else?
Come on, how about another hint? This place is huge.
It's my pleasure to assist in citizens such as yourself. But I believe my colleagues over at Embody TM would be perfectly suited to help you.
Yeah, you want me to move along, huh?
Not at all.
No offense taken. If I was in your shoes, I'd want a break. Every 5 minutes. I think I'm good. I'll see if I can catch her snooping around the T-port.
Have a day. I see. I misread it and then read it was like, oh, I see why it's reversed. Have a day as great as our planet. And as red.
Ugh. Another little guy. Okay. I do quite enjoy that little avatar. Oh, that's charming circle.
Is. Welcome to Embody, sir. My name's Kit, and I'll be your body technician. Feel it? Be it. Copyright with our ready-to-go frames. Are you ready to... Are you ready? Are you here to buy or modify?
Ooh, don't mind if I... Wait. No, Dax, focus.
My face is the front
sorry,
of shop. I am playing Sophie's face shopping at maximum volume in the back of my head upon to just...
Sorry, bud. I'm kind of in a rush here. Looking for someone.
Is there any way I could assist you?
Any chance you stumbled upon an Earther this morning?
A few hundred at the very least. You'll have to be more specific.
Right, non-mod, I don't know. Transferred a couple hours ago. It's the first time on Mars, if that helps.
Oh, that does narrow it down. Wolves tend to be a choice pick among first-time transfers. Similodons are in high demand too.
Smilodons. Wolves and tigers. Ah, shit, I'm gonna be looking all day.
For what it's worth. Oh, fucking Similodon is the name of the Metabot that looks like that. Love an brain autocorrect set in the mid 2000s. For what it's worth, body shopping tends to be a rather overwhelming experience for newcomers. An hour or two is nothing for Earthers discovering all of the possibilities Mars has to offer. Ask around the store. My colleagues may just be able to help you.
Ah, thanks, kid. You're a lifesaver.
Is there any way I could assist you?
Oh, well. On second thought, I may have a little time to take a peek at the new stuff.
Wonderful! Just turn around and have a look for yourself. Whenever you see a frame that strikes your fancy, I'll be right by your side. Is this a fucking like Avatar select? Could we not be a lion?
I gotta go. Oh, wow, this really is just
haunts. Jesus.
Very hoarse.
Is this Uma Musume? Like
I do enjoy the fact that it is the same one and you can be either normal sized or very
XL,
big.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm not friends with any Anayas, mister. Good luck finding your friend, though.
Excuse me, who might you be?
Ice cream cone. Okay, yeah, that's...
The, like, two types of Wolfsonas, looking at those two. The duality of man.
Yeah.
Welcome to Embody, sir. My name is Key, and I'm an official Kilowater representative. TM. Crush that thirst, copyright. We're our official outstanding Orca body line, inspired by social media sensation Bracker.
Crush, you say?
May I interest you in one of our products?
I'm actually looking for someone. Have you seen an Earther going around?
I don't know about Earth, but I can offer you an out-of-this-world promotion. 20% of all Kilowater TM products with any outstanding Orca purchase. The clerk mumbles a few disclaimer words in quick succession.
Yeah, no thanks. You sure you haven't seen her? Non-mod, just arrived on Mars?
Did you know that the company behind Kilowater, Marvonis Aqua GmbH, I cannot remember what that stands for, was integral in providing a constant water source to early Martian settlements.
I'm pretty sure it's Gumball. And I'm super grateful for that, but I have no interest in buying the body, no matter how impressive it is.
Okay, GmbH stands for Gesellschaft mit Berchenscharke Haftung, German limited liability company, an independent legal entity equivalent to an LLC in the US.
This makes sense. Das LLC.
That's because you haven't heard yet about our latest promotion, etc. The clerk continues to aggressively push Kilowater on Dax for a solid 5 minutes.
Look, I know you're just doing your job or whatever, but I gotta know if you've seen her. She just got here and she's gonna get lost if I don't find her soon. Meaning I'm gonna lose my job.
I'm sorry, sir, but the Kilowater TM product line is just so diverse and fascinating. I find it almost impossible to talk about anything else. Please kill me.
I get it now. Supervised convo logs as per contract. You're being recorded. Retail fucking sucks. Key, I'm not gonna get a whole ass body, but like, do you have a salary or is this a commission thing? Will you get a tip if I buy something?
Denying that I do not receive any form of compensation if I fail to complete a sale is not a breach of contract.
Gotcha. Sorry for earlier.
Dax feels bad for screaming at the Kilowater employee. Was it screaming? But fair enough. And buys a can. Thank you for your patronage, sir. Did you know that by purchasing Kilowatt ATM, you support a number of charity causes, such as providing refuge for poor, lost, non-modified humans? The clerk's eye twitches for a moment before returning to the authorized wide-eyed look. Wink back. You're in on it.
Yeah.
Dax winks back.
A non-mod human. She's gonna stand out like a sore thumb.
If you require any further assistance not related to Kilowatt ATM products, please ask the other clerks.
I'm good.
Okay, well, yeah, there are just cans of water there.
I could reach out and touch them and accidentally grab orca ass while I'm at it.
Great cans.
Who was the elf lady that we just walked past?
Did
There was an elf
that's a
lady that was like in our view for just a fraction of a second. Her. Oh, sure. Looking for an earther? No, I'm from Olympus. Olympus Mons, I guess? Oh, somewhere else on Mars, I assume. Oh. I know who.
fun design.
Sorry, I don't know who that is.
Show me the bird. Okay. It's a pretty good bird. You based this one off the guy who elbowed me in the nose last week at the slaughterhouse?
I'm glad it resonates. Our new Anarchist Rebellion Fight for Freedom Punks Not Dead Cockatiel exclusive brand model offers nothing but authenticity.
That's really fucking funny.
Yeah, it's a good joke.
I'm sorry? You for real?
Was there any part I didn't explain properly, sir?
You can't make punk corporate.
Some of our clientele want the ability to try out the aesthetic of rebellion without sacrificing their moral standing.
The aesthetic of... Dude, what are you going on about? Punk is a lifestyle.
Hey, Dax, just because you don't wash your clothes does not make you punk.
I don't think he's saying he's... But I... Listen...
No, I know. I'm being mean.
Don't confuse funk and punk.
That's Bomb Rush's job, I guess. Committing to a lifestyle is no longer necessary thanks to body transfers. I generally have not finished that game, and they've already announced the sequel, and I'm like, ugh. Oh yeah, when they announced like character modding for Bomb Rush quite swiftly after that game released, and I was like, I want to play as Caster in that so bad, and I know that there are ways that I could get the model, like VTubing model, converted to make it happen, but I don't have Blender nor the kind of like back-end fiddling to make it happen, nor do I know anybody who does. But I would be so stoked. I'd be so stoked to grind around as Caster and Bomb Rush. You have no idea.
That would be fun.
Then what is it you sell?
Punk is about grabbing the chains that bind you and shaking them until you bring the whole house down.
Punk comes from within. A company can never create punk.
Research shows that the cockatiel is the perfect face of punk due to their lustrous head feathers, well suited for headbanging, mohawks, mosh pits, and other activities punks may enjoy.
Oh, well. Research says so.
The fact that he's like in the Vivian Westwood plaid and everything, so well researched. Ah, yes, I could be a cop fox.
Yeah, cop RP.
Sample frames for a badger and a coyote, proudly displaying their Pavonis PD uniforms.
Well, you gotta have one for each of them.
They're just mannequins, sir. Oh, sure.
Oh,
Early era cat girl.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh. Like H, like it's his nickname. Shh, not so loud. Just make like you haven't seen me, Dex.
Why are you here? Never thought I'd catch you in a normie shop. What are you up to? Scoping out the competition?
Competition? How dare you lower me to corporate level? No, I'm just trying to get a sense of the latest developments on moisturizing chemical code.
Sorry, I'm kind of in a rush right now. Looking for an Earther friend. You seen a non-mod anything around?
Non-mods aren't really my area, Dex. Well, you can ask about body shopping, sure.
Getting inspired.
Only insofar as technology is concerned, their aesthetics are pitiful. Psst. Drop by the store sometime soon. I have a whole new section of fish with your name on them.
Oh, this is the guy he got his fish from. That's good.
Oh, that's how they do
fun.
private conversations. It's censored. That's very clever.
Let's see, can I... Also, there is a dedicated finger guns button in this game. Oh, sure, I'll... Yes, alright.
That's how you know he's bisexual, because he's got the finger guns.
True.
Oh man, those are glow in the dark.
Sorry, I'm not interested in lion frames. So last season.
Ah.
Ha! Oh, wow.
I can be your angle or your dwevel.
Your dwevel. I like that. Huh.
Be healthy. Be you.
Ah, yes, I see.
Oh, true. If these are organic bodies that have a brain transplant thing in, you probably do have to kind of take meds to keep the thing intact.
Oh, this seems like, you know, they're brushing themselves, so I can understand even if this isn't medication.
Oh,
just that
right.
idea
I
of,
couldn't
like,
see from the side. It looked like they were kind of like using like injection needles or whatever to maintain form. But no, grooming products also definitely make sense.
I think I see a human.
Mm-hmm.
Let's...
Morning, I'm Kim. Welcome to Embody, TM. Get the body of tomorrow, today, copyright, with the latest on mechanical modifications. Is there anything I can assist you with?
Is that a body? Couldn't help noticing that you all look the same here. Is that a company-issued whole-body uniform?
Of course not. Embody, TM, defends its employees' rights to wear any body they wish. This is a personal choice.
A personal choice. Made by the whole staff.
The official servile serval TM model.
No.
I was gonna ask what kind of animal this was. I like recognized it but couldn't remember the name.
I said they were serval right when we first met them.
For sure. Is the very face of Embody TM. Customers expect quality when served by a serval.
Must be rough, pal.
Is there that degree of like, I guess, personality stereotyping in the furry community? Like, what furry animal do you have to be to signify you're a power bottom?
Rabbit.
Huh.
Like, the answer is yes. There are generally, like, subtypes to a number of them, you know, but it's definitely, like, for a lot of these, the idea of, like, oh, if you're a deer, then you're either a forest puppy, where it's just like you like being drawn with a, like, kind of weirdly, like, halfway between a deer and a dog, or you are trans in a kind of like crunchy way, but
Sure.
like trans and also living a crunchy lifestyle, or like spiritual in some capacity.
I see, and and how those kind of characters are drawn, for sure. In the same way that you could be like I'm sure the people who are specifically of like a puppy design of a furry versus kind of like a Great Dane or some kind of a larger style of dog are two fully different categories in how that kind of like works.
Yes,
Yeah.
and like if you have a German Shepherd persona, there is a very good chance that you really like the police.
German Shepherd.
German Shepherds are often used in like canine units.
Yes. Sorry, it's like a name I know. I do not remember what that looks like. In the same way, I feel the same way about cars, where for the most part, unless a car looks bizarre, I'm like, that sure is a box with wheels. A lot of dogs are like, that sure is a dog. I've seen dogs before in my life, and this sure is one of them.
Anaya, that's you, right? Hi, Anaya, my new partner. It's me, Dax. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Aye? You've been looking all over the planet, have you?
Had a bit of crazy night, and it made for a rough morning. That's totally my bad.
At least you have the decency to apologize, even though the excuse needs some work. Anaya flips her beeper phone open, smirking ominously all the while. Texted the director a while ago. She sent this over to help identify you. She flips her phone over to show you an extreme close-up of Dax's snout. I feel like it really puts this whole weight in context.
You could have just jumped on the tram, you know?
My newly cloned self on a planet I've never set foot on after spending 2 hours ogling random lion men. I don't think I'm fit to figure out a new public transit system just now.
Hey, I don't want to get off on the wrong foot. Can we start over?
Anaya gives a brief sigh. Ask me again after breakfast. I need to get the hell out of here.
We're taking my car. We just need to trek out to it first.
After you.
I think we can just right this way. It's a long drive all the way to the office, but you can tell me all about the trip over on the way there.
Grand. Nice establishing shots. It makes me think of the Somnium Files a little bit. Whenever you do like the puzzle rooms and it shows you where all the kind of like psyche locks in each puzzle are, and it does these big kind of dramatic pans over like a desk, a mysterious locker on the wall.
No, I totally see that. And third floor, we're here. Welcome to the Civil Investigations Office, CIO for short.
Oh, did you play Nirvana Initiative, by the way?
I have not yet.
I recommend.
It's still on the list.
Good time. Genuinely kind of scary. While not being a horror game, I was kind of like, because the original game's reasonably old. If you remember the first like mind dungeon you do, and one of it is like the birdcage like route, and the other is just kind of like the murder room. And the first time you go at that, you're like, that seems a little intense, but kind of overblown. This just looks like a slasher movie. There's a handful of just dreams in the second game that are like, oh, there's just a palpable sense of unease. You do a quiz show at one point, most harrowing fucking quiz show I've ever sat in.
And you've sat in many.
Not the sort of office I expected.
It's a fun, dimly lit, cozy co-working experience, only found here and in certain types of boroughs.
Really leaning into that dentist clinic waiting room aesthetic, yeah?
And then, now that you mention it...
Dax!
Yep, just like the dentist.
It is she, the goat.
I can just ignore, right? Evidence the man of 2 hours ago. The director's looking for you.
I'm so glad that Blue has really thrived on HRT.
Truly.
The boss is waiting for you.
Hey, director.
Hi,
You're
Sheila.
a sight for sore eyes. Hey, Sheila. Hungover eyes, even. Did you polish your horns? They're looking especially shiny.
We can resume this Kara ass-kissing routine after Anya has settled in, Dax. You've had us waiting long enough. I'm truly sorry for the delay, Director Rams, but... Let me stop you right there. Refer to me simply as Director, ma'am, or sir. Mispronounce my last name, and you'll spend the rest of your miserable stay on this red rock on my shit list. Duly noted, Director. Again, I apologize for the delay. Quit that already. I only want one apology, and it's the walking hairballs.
Hey now, I consider myself more of a walking throw rug than a walking hairball.
A throw rug might have picked up its new partner on time. Not leave them wandering around the surface of a new planet like a newborn baby for what was it? 2 hours? Please, don't be so hard on him. It only felt like 4.
Mayhaps we've established that I am not fit to shuttle CIO members around and will be picking another driver henceforth.
Sheila, I genuinely so far really like the physicality that they've given a lot of the characters in this. One of the things that did work for Zootopia is that all of the physical comedy in like, oh, these people are built like animals. The way that they have to handle everything is oh so slightly different to make it work, which I always find quite charming. And they've already managed to do that quite a bit so far, considering it's just like, hey, this is an orca in human clothes. How the fuck do we make that work? Has been already.
How do we fit that tail on?
Mm-hmm. The director and Anaya both turn to glare at Dax.
Sorry.
Back to the topic at hand. Anaya, I am so glad to have a professional with your level of experience joining the team at Civil Investigations. I invited you here because, like the rest of us, you have shown a strong desire to fight corruption on every front, standing by your morals no matter what. It's a thankless and wholly appreciated job, but somebody has to do it. I hope your years of experience in the Force will help you set our younger members straight. I love that she's just holding the mug fully downwards. Like, either she's finished that coffee so fast she's just holding it just to hold something, or she knows that the moment the coffee is upright, a lackey is just going to fill it back up again for her immediately. Glad to be here, Director.
Wait, what? Rewind. Anaya is a cop? Since when?
Internal Affairs, Pierce and I started in 2163, so that's what, 21 years?
How am I only hearing this now?
I fail to see how my civil investigator's previous career experience is any business of yours. Not that mug's ammunition in case someone pisses her off enough. Also true.
It's everyone's business if my new partner gets in the way of me doing my job.
She's
one of the good ones? The one that finds the bad apples? Is that it?
That's enough. We exist only thanks to the Oversight Act, a law to keep government bodies in check. That includes admin, military, utilities, and, yes, police. Anaya's goals align perfectly with our own. Her track record in rooting out corruption in the Force is second to none. You, Dax, are our youngest recruit ever. You still have a lot to learn.
I finish more cases here than anyone else.
I wonder if, in terms of, like, height and build, he is actually that old in real life. Maybe he's a... Although, who knows what a 20-year-old lion looks like. And
I'd like to find out.
I don't know, that's a little young for me. And with
yeah, that's fair.
And with what methods? Almost getting yourself arrested or killed every other day? You can't keep going at this alone. That's how you win the battle and lose the war. Trust your partner. Let her teach you how to do your job better.
But...
Or lose it. It's up to you.
Right.
You're a loose cannon, Dax. Good. We're too short-staffed for infighting. Help Anaya get settled in. Take her to her workspace and show her the ropes. Don't go rubbing any of your bad habits off on her, you hear?
You got it, boss.
And don't forget to teach her the ways of the coffee machine. We don't want another incident. Excuse me? Dax will show you.
I was half expecting a new keyword, coffee machine.
And everybody's like, don't talk to me about that.
Covered in burn marks. I do like these terrariums that are cropping up everywhere. Good. What is this? Okay, offering to click on her. No, I think that's fine. I think we've done enough damage there. And this here is...
The hyena holds up a finger as Dax approaches and keeps him waiting on the spot until she finishes reading the current page she's going over.
Do you want me to take her, since I'm guessing she'll be talking to Anaya? CIO investigator, political affairs, Alexandria Reiner. Your new favorite gal. You said you'd let me introduce you. Campaign promise, Dax. Plans change. Got a meeting at the Rat House in an hour.
Dax pouts as Alexandria reaches out and shakes Anaya's hand firmly. Anaya Rao McQuaid, pleasure to meet you.
The new police affairs investigator, I'd assume. Finally some backup for you, Dax? Maybe fewer bruises in your future? I can win fights just fine. I'm sure you can.
Alex goes back to her folder, casually ignoring Dax's glare.
Anyway, as much as I'd love to stay and chat, I've really got to deal with some rats.
Actual rats?
Some of them.
The hyena turns back to her desk, packing up various folders and equipment as Dax and Anaya step away. Nice lass. She's got you under her thumb, claw, pad, thingy.
Love Alex. She's great. She's got this tough boss bitch act.
But she's actually a softie?
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. Else you let your guard down and end up having an unflattering picture of you appear somewhere in the office with permanent marker. That got me on the director's shit list for a whole week.
I'm sure that never happens otherwise.
Oh, don't let him fool you with the bad boy act. Dax loves being the teacher's pet.
Oh, sorry, I didn't think you could...
You might want to ask your new partner about our improved hearing range. Will save us a lot of awkward situations. I'd love to pick your brains on Earth politics sometimes, Anaya.
You know how big Earth is. There's no such things as Earth politics.
Get a little more distance from Earth. You'll see. Human. Interesting choice. OG specs, I assume?
If you mean this is how I was born, then yeah.
You were born a 40-something-year-old?
Aye.
Amazing.
Right. Dax is too afraid to weigh in on this conversation, lest it turns out they're not joking.
You sure you're in any position to talk about my cases, Miss Paulsai? Heard you a bit of a slump with the Marvonius thing. Which thing? The alleged extortion? The bribes? The monopoly? The innumerable work safety violations? Whichever of those has anything to do with your case. All of them. The Major keeps granting exclusive contracts to Marvonius, despite all the evidence to their shady dealings. I'll bring them down. Make them pay for murdering my family.
What?
How's that? Did that sound convincing enough to make it into my autobiographical movie? You know it did. Aw, and here I thought we knew each other Tragic's backstories already. I'll deal with that later.
Ah, this is clearly his desk. Is there a slice of pizza on his desk? Yeah.
Yep. Gotta be. Okay, where is the goddamn coffee machine?
Oh, that looks like the kitchen over to the right.
True.
Haha, right, well.
And this right here is the shadow that looms over the CIO. Its true owner, you may say. Not the director, not the government. It's the bloodthirsty bastard sitting on the counter before you.
A weird old coffee machine.
A weird old coffee machine?
See, that's how you get yourself a cup of coffee that'll eat through your stomach lining.
You're being ridiculous.
Why don't you try it for yourself? Be careful.
Anaya places her mug under the coffee machine's spout and presses the button to make a mug, all the while staring at Dax. The machine angrily sputters for a few seconds, but no coffee comes out. Steam erupts from its metal carapace. Anaya smacks the side of the machine a couple of times.
You shouldn't do that.
Oh, shut up. I had one just like this when I was a cadet. It's not gonna break.
Let me grab the fire extinguisher.
A couple of whacks later, the shuddering stops at last. Watery, black coffee starts pouring into the mug. See, you're just being The coffee machine erupts into flames, sputtering coffee all over the counter. It shakes so hard that it appears to be leaping across the countertop towards Anaya. The coffee screams to a boil inside the infernal machine, and Anaya scrambles back as Dax sprays the entire kitchen with foam. What the actual fuck?
Hey, you're lucky we have an extinguisher now. One time I started an electrical fire trying to douse it with water. Anyway, you'll do well to humble yourself in front of the machine. Want to give it another go?
Anaya places the mug under the coffee machine spout again, trying not to have, like, fire extinguisher foam drip into her mug. This time, she waits patiently as the machine makes a cup from scratch. The machine eventually shudders out a thick, foul-smelling sludge that resembles coffee only in name. I'm, not drinking that. It looks like motor oil.
You have to take at least one sip, or you'll anger it again.
I told you that I'm not. The machine starts shuddering menacingly. Anaya takes a hasty sip and gags. Ugh. That will put hair on your chest.
You're on your path to becoming the next throw rug. Now, try one more time, but let me talk you through it.
Anaya tentatively places the mug under the coffee spout. She looks to Dax for guidance.
Head it gently before you press the button.
Sure. Why not?
After you press the button, say something about how excited you are for the coffee.
I could have gotten a cuppa anywhere on this planet, but no, here we are. I am so excited to try coffee from an infernal machine. Never had one of these before. Wow. The machine should have knocked that up to anime teen. Wow.
Wow!
Wow! The machine. It now makes me laugh every time I do that. The machine shudders, steams, and practically sings as it brings the coffee to a boil. A steady stream of strong black coffee pours out of the spout.
Good job. Take a sip.
Fuck me. This is actually great.
Told you. The machine respects those who respect it. Look down on it and you'll pay the price. You know, like in the old tales.
You mean fairy tales, Fluffball? You brought the Fae folk over to Mars now, did you?
Fairies. That's so funny.
Dax discreetly pulls Anaya towards the main area.
Hey, seriously? We don't know what the fuck that machine is. The director says it was here when the CIO was formed and assigned to this abandoned maintenance building. We've tried to turn it off, disconnect it, cut its cables. It's always fine the next morning. We even brought in an exorcist once. He left HQ with a white streak in his hair and new wrinkles.
Okay, sure. I'll just be over here, enjoying my Fae coffee. The Fae coffee you got without paying for it? Don't drink that.
Such screams we heard that day.
There'll be a price to pay. You're making a fairy bargain you shouldn't do. Dax stares off into the distance as Anaya backs away with her newly acquired coffee.
Wow. Let's see. Won't stoop so low to steal someone else's food. For now.
As Sheila suggests, you should go back to your pizza that has been picked clean of toppings.
Truly cursed.
Why do you have a water vending machine?
Marvonis Aqua GmbH Monopoly. Ask Alex all about it sometime. You're in for a ramp.
As in, this is the only brand of water that exists on Mars?
I guess. Let's see. What?
Also, I
Okay,
could
that's the
believe
exit.
the idea that they weren't able to kind of, set up actual functional water reservoirs, so all the water is bottled.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, very funny here. Good.
A file folder sails through the air and smacks into the side of Dax's head. Anaya can only blink in shock as a large, angry bear storms towards Dax.
Hey, what's the big idea? Tossing folders with those biceps practically counts as armed assault.
Less talking and more working, Daxy dearest. The deliver drone didn't recognize your desk yet again, thanks to your mountain of trash. It's all well and good that you close so many cases, but if you don't start filing the paperwork away, I'm going to show you what armed assault looks like. The bear finally catches the terrified looks from Anaya. Oh, a new face. Hi, dear. I'm Mira, head of the CIO's military affairs. And I suppose you must be our new investigator that Daxy couldn't quite pick up on time, as usual. Anaya, nice to meet you. Likewise, Anne. Can I call you Anne? Anyway, good luck teaching the office interns some manners.
Hey, I'm still here.
For some reason. A cadet like you wouldn't have lasted a day in my unit.
Might have something to do with why you're no longer a drill instructor. It's a
Try as
Dill
she may.
instructor.
He's about to be drilled in half with like a stapler. Try as she may, Mira can't keep a little grin off her face at the quip. Ah, Daxy, I wish you'd use that wonderful brain of yours for anything other than talking back. Hey, you can read that statement however you would like. If he gives you any more problems, let me know. And Dax? I swear if those files end up on my desk again, I'm gonna toss you out of the window like a sack of potatoes.
I'm gonna toss you like a sack of potatoes. Ooh, I'm shaking.
Anaya watches the bear head across the office before turning back to Dax and the growing chaos that is his desk.
Don't mind her. Mira's all bark and no bite.
Those threats seemed pretty serious.
Oh. Yeah, huh. I guess that sounded pretty bad to an Earther. Pavonis looks nice and all, but Mars isn't really the friendliest of environments, right? Take a look outside the window. It's barren land for hours.
So they haven't terraformed it.
Dying silly-ass deaths is pretty much part of living here, to the point it's not even worth calling it dying anymore. It's just an inconvenience. As long as you don't skip any mind state backup appointments, you're good to get killed as much as you need.
Hold on. But if it's from specific pointed backups, that means you wouldn't necessarily remember anything that happened. That's pretty bad. I would find that distressing.
Yeah, I mean, inconvenient is maybe underselling it.
How often are those backups? How much do those backups cost? Data storage ain't free, sunshine. Right. Well, we'd better make sure she doesn't try to inconvenience you anytime soon. Hey, Amy! Mira stomps back towards Anaya and Dax, looking mildly peeved. If you're just gonna stand about in the middle of the office whispering, you can share it with the class. I have to say, staying human was such a brave choice, eh? I hear human frames are built to be a lot more resistant these days, but, well, you know. I'm not sure I follow. You're surrounded by large, clawed, hoof-fanged, and otherwise heavily armed people. And here you are with just your, you know. Mira makes a vague gesture towards Anaya's general shape. Oh, it fully is referencing the kind of art style of the way that bears were drawn in Tailspin.
This bear specifically, yeah.
We ran into another character that looked very, very... Oh, like the Bagheera in the poster. So there's clearly a handful of like Disney-style animal furries that us being referenced here. Hey,
Bagheera?
Yeah, the panther poster in the from the
right. Yes.
Earth. Oh, I love the culture, the history, the Earthers. I wish I'd been deployed somewhere on Earth while I was still in the army. There are so many places I've always dreamed of visiting. Where are you from, man? Let's go on a trip together when you're headed back. To Belfast? I'm not going to try and maintain an Irish accent. I can't do that one. I can't really do any good regional accents of the UK aside from Cockney because I grew up in it. There are faster ways to get to hell.
Hey, mind toning jokes down a bit? You're giving Anaya an itty-bitty fright here with all the threats.
That wasn't my... Threats? You think I'm threatening you, Daxi? Oh, dear.
I know, right? I was all like, floating debris. You think that's violent?
I suppose that's why they call physical forms earthly attachments.
Like, oh my stars, how do you even live without transference in the old world? I'm on my fourth body, I'd literally just die.
Okay, this conversation is bordering on offensive now. Sorry. It's rejects humor. We're a bit of a handful here at the CIO, but we're all in on the joke. I'll hold the heat back until you get yourself a model with thicker skin.
Let's see, I think we've pretty much talked with everything except everyone except for her. Anything else to... Aha. Ignoring the situation on my desk.
Hard to do, but go on.
See these hunks of junk?
Anaya carefully lifts her heavy laptop up and inspects it from top to bottom, as if trying to decide if this is some kind of sick joke. Ahoy, ancient beasts.
They are. Almost 100 years old. That's as modern as our budget can cover. Hardened from Martian radiation and about as good at holding information as one can expect from this sort of relic.
And you still work with that?
No way! I've gone through 4 hard drives with this thing since I started working here. Imagine trusting one of these with your casework.
That's all the paperwork.
Bingo. Seems fair.
Dax rummages through the folders scattered all over what could be only generously be called as his work desk.
One sec, I need to go through this noise. Junk, more junk. Ugh, no thank you, I don't need that enlarged again.
Why are you getting physical mail?
Wetware laws.
Wet what?
Mars is a lot laxer on data regulations than Earth. You can legally upload your mind into a virtual instance, but that comes with a buttload of security issues. Docs are best kept close networked. It's safer that way.
Right. Not quite so dire on Earth yet. But that still doesn't explain the paper dump on your desk.
He's got a special case of Diogenes syndrome. Leogenes syndrome. Thank you for your input, Alex.
A philosopher who lived naked in a barrel on purpose. Dax rummages through the folders. Sorry, the font size.
Okay. No, that's okay. We already.
Oh, sure, yes.
Did that. It was just two for the. Well, here's your desk.
Sure, the equipment may be kind of ancient and the chair might be specially designed to give you a hernia,
Oof.
but hey, it's all yours. But that's more than the police ever gave you.
An eye glares at the assortment of haphazardly stacked boxes. Ah, yes. Just what I've always dreamed of. A child-sized desk with a hand-me-down tech. That seems to be the list.
Okay, now we're just checking with her.
Dax throws himself into his seat, glancing over Anaya as she resumes unpacking.
So that's the CIO. What you think?
Well, it's a shithole. I got to see a bear threatening to punt a line out the window, and a flaming haunted coffee machine, and it's still not the most ridiculous workplace I've been part of.
Ooh, 2-car train. Damn.
It must be crowded.
Earth sounds fun.
Fun isn't the word I'd use.
So what was it like on Ye Old World?
Anaya brushes off her chair. Far less sand and fur for the most part.
Oh, you're gonna have your fill of that. I'd invest in heavy-duty Vectron ASAP. You are not gonna win against Martian dust mites. Hey, Anaya, if we're gonna work together, I'll need the rundown on how a senior cop ends up hanging out with a shoestring budget department like ours. Worked internal affairs for the police service Northern Ireland half your life, only to get sent to a rundown civil investigation office on the dimpled ass of the solar system? Must be something juicy.
It'd be interesting if there were any stations beyond Mars, considering all the other planets are gas.
True.
It wasn't anything special. The department had cuts, my role was made redundant. That happens.
Really? Even after 2 decades of service? No junior candidate to fire instead?
Having recently seen heads of department fired from their positions, yeah, real. Well, things were getting too dicey for me. On my last case, I pissed off some people you really shouldn't piss off. I've been in shootouts before, but that one was too close for comfort.
Whoa. You don't even have backups on Earth.
I barely made it out. My companion wasn't so lucky.
Ah, crap. I'm so sorry.
I dragged us into an alley, thinking we'd cheated death one more time, only to discover the screen was cracked. Interior shot. No cloud backup thanks to the budget cuts. Goodbye, trusty beeper phone of 10 years. I cradled it in my arms as it fizzled out. I've not been the same since. I got you good, huh?
Haha, very funny.
The only thing that matters is that I'm here now. I want to make the best of it. Where there's a police department, there's work for me to do.
You're serious about helping us put that pigsty in order. I'll be happy to be your partner as long as you'll have me.
Thanks, Dax. You have a great beeper phone replacement.
You'll be a great
You'll be
beeper phone
a great
replacement.
beeper phone replacement.
So...
So...
default.
Default what?
Specs. Why not mix things up with your freshly made free body when you had the chance?
I was fine as I was, Dax. Where I was. A chance to turn a new page over in your life, my ass. I didn't have a choice in this.
Well, you always have a choice in what you make out of any situation.
No, I didn't realize the job came with free counseling.
Sarcasm me all you want, partner. I'll have your heart yet. Platonically speaking. Get that snarky and aloof is kind of your thing, and you just wanted to murder me on the way here, but I still want to hear about the trip over. I've never been off-world.
Do you think Dax does workplace romance?
I think Dax thinks he doesn't, and has probably ended up falling into it before.
The right orca hasn't come along, you know? Alright, let's see. My consciousness was cloned and removed from a physical plane, boxed up in a glorified hard drive, and mailed across the void of space. Then I got uploaded into a new meat sack where I waited 2 hours for the person that's supposed to be my partner. What happens to the previous body? If this one is assuming that this is a biological replacement, so it's like a one-to-one, like flesh and bone, but there's some kind of like hard drive where the brain should be. What happens to Anaya's original? Like, is that on ice? Is it still walking around and functional? Sheila says, Dax feels like the kind of person who flirts without realizing it, up to and including at least one relationship he didn't know he was in. I just thought he liked going to the movies.
Oh, I feel like it's the kind of thing where it's like, I mean, listen, we were having fun, but, you know, I thought we were just having fun, you know?
Ooh, let's
Everyone
catch
talks
feelings.
Yeah, I thought you just want to show me a cool tattoo.
He mentioned something about not needing enlarging when going through his junk mail, so that track. Oh, it is implied that the game started with him having woken up from a hardcore clubbing bender the night before. To the fact that there was a note thanking him for the pizza, but no person. The fact that the person that went home with him left him face down on his bed, but not in bed, is impolite, I would say. I would probably tuck him in. Anaya stops attempting to untie a massive cable and tosses it back into the box on her desk. That's us now.
How long are you gonna rub that in my face? I said I'm sorry like a million times.
I heard you every single time. Look, kid, I've also had my share of wild nights. Most of them not before helping a co-worker move to a new planet. I've spent a month of my life being dead. I'm hungry as hell and I'm pure melted. Ah, so it took a month. I mean, that tracks. Even unmanned, it's still a very long distance to send a ship. There's a hint for what you ought to do next.
Any chance you'll stop glaring daggers at me if I get you some food then?
Maybe, if you're lucky.
Cool. Maybe I'll get to hear about those wild nights of yours while we're at it.
Fat chance.
Alright, let me see what's on the menu.
Dex starts rummaging through a cupboard on his desk, looking for stamp cards.
Any preferences? I've got loyalty cards for Vietnamese, Korean, Italian, Lebanese, and
Interesting. So, the idea, because we are in the 2200s? 2100s?
Yeah, late 2100s, I think. I think we're around 2180.
Interesting that culturally, Mars has kept the idea of nationality-based Earth cuisine. Like, it's neat that that kind of has maintained, like, the idea that food has a nationality even this distant in the future. But I'm surprised that Dax, like, maybe these are the names of the cuisine and are now as a word culturally separated from, or contextually separated from the countries they belong to. It's Korean food. I don't know what Korea is.
I mean, at the very least, I would expect there to be a degree of, like, there's Chinese food and then there's Chinese American food, which is when you're like, oh, let's get Chinese food, and you're in America, you're going to be getting Chinese American food, but you just call it Chinese food.
Yeah. I'm just hungering for a Martian Italian, absolutely. His eyes grow wide for a second, looking at a leaflet mixed up between the rest. It's a brochure of events happening at the park this month.
Oh, this is giving me ideas.
Find a coupon for hair gel or something.
Excuse you, I've got a subscription for that. No, I was thinking I'd just have to catch up with a friend. How do you feel about Greek?
Sure, I could eat a horse right now.
Wording, Anaya.
Fine, I could eat out a horse right now. Do you really need me to be specific? Ugh, food. I mean food. Give me food, not a cent or
Cool. I know a great little place down by the Park District. That said, I can totally introduce you to a few folks later
Anaya brushes past Dax as she strides to the elevator.
Shit, hold up.
Keyword discarded, Earther. No longer need to know about Earth. He mentioned... oh, no. I've caught up with chat. I thought it was a new message.
Alex is quite the artist. Just wish the permanent markers were her tool of choice. Weren't her tool of choice even.
Fun fact, if you want to get permanent marker out of a whiteboard, all you actually need to do is scribble over it heavily in erase marker and you'll be able to erase it.
Huh. After you.
Dax and Anaya traipse out the door. Oh, okay. Ooh.
Where?
Dax slows the car down as he scans the sparse crowd at the park. If you were looking for a food truck, there's one over there. Can't miss it. Big and blocky, no doubt it's full of the mouth-watering, life-sustaining nutrients that I need.
Oh, yes, the food.
You know, the lunch you owe me? Basically dinner by now?
Oh, yes, the food. Don't you worry.
Dax smoothly handles the steering wheel, neatly moving into the only available parking spot, not automated car.
I'm getting you the juiciest, tastiest gossip this side of the crater.
Good. Wait, come again? Dax slams the brakes.
I meant, euros. Just after I check on my buddy Snifty. Sit tight, I'll be right back.
Snifty? Who the hell is... Music good.
Yeah, for
Very
real.
relaxing.
That. Okay, so that's interesting. So we can kind of.
This is more of a locked-off Danganronpa scene rather than
almost kind of like an Ace Attorney investigation. Clicking on.
Cool as used for deck. Those amphibians.
There he is. Always a sight for sore eyes, belonging to poor, careless investigators.
Snifty is standing in a lush field, blissfully unaware of Dax. The possum seems to be absorbed in his cup of coffee.
If anyone has a lead on what's going on in the city and the loose lips to match, it's Snifty. And that's exactly what I need right now. A lead for a new case to work on. Okay, Dax. Play your cards right. Snifty isn't going to talk that easily after the trouble it got him in last time. But he's got to have a lead. Eyes on the prize.
Sneak up on him.
Yeah.
Dax slides... sorry, go ahead.
Do you want to take Snifty or
Oh,
shall
yeah, I'll do it. Dax sidles up to Snifty's side unheard.
Hey, my man.
When startled, Snifty is more reminiscent of a small rodent than the possum he is. Coffee goes flying right out of his cup. Dax!
Oops. Let me...
Dax gallantly produces a tissue to blot Snifty's stained uniform.
So, got something for me?
What do you mean? Anywho, those teens loitering by the scaffolding. I better patrol over there. Toodles. Snifty starts sprinting.
Hang on. Oh, I think we cut off by the food truck.
Instead of chasing after the possum that is currently hightailing it out of the open field, Dax makes a beeline for the food truck.
I know that little possum. Any moment he'll come by and then...
Dax jumps out behind the food truck, landing right in front of Anaya, most likely.
Miss me?
Someone who isn't Snifty at all.
Oh, you're not... I mean, excuse me, sir.
The rhinoceros standing in front of Dax slow blinks, then nods at him and turns back to the Euros queue. Dax, what are you doing? Don't you scare those poor citizens.
Snifty! Thought we were good.
Well, for your information.
Little blush.
No, got me into quite the pickle last time, asking for all that confidential information. You're not police anymore, after all.
I know. And I'm sorry I got you in trouble. But I didn't catch that officer taking bribes, didn't I?
That's true, I guess.
Justice prevailed, thanks to you.
The ends justify the means, I guess.
Listen, you're literally a cop. Betraying the police is the most moral thing you can be doing right now.
True. But you know how the Force is. Internal matters should stay, well, internal. Dietrich really didn't like that, you know. He'd rather you just came back. Oh.
Ugh, Dietrich. Oh, of course he'd say that. But so what? All the two of us did was catch a crook. That's not our problem. So, hear anything about any more crooks lately?
Dax, this time I really...
Maybe just a little lead?
I really don't know anything because...
An itty bitty lead?
I'm not on Dietrich's squad.
Please? Wait, what? Come again? You're left out?
No. Dietrich said I have this very important job making sure the statue unveiling goes smoothly. After all, the park is like my turf. I know it better than anyone. So, of course, I've got to make sure that everything stays perfect until then. Perfectly perfect, even. I totally understand why he's investigating that Baumech incident by himself.
Ooh.
Oh, shit, I've said too much.
Look like he is up for slipping me a little tip off. He just doesn't know it.
I mean, clearly, immediately foolable, this man.
Of course, you're the one keeping an eye on the statue. You're so good at it. Got those real good peepers.
Just call me Watchhog. Oh, jeez, you think so?
I bet you are watching Hog. And you've got Dietrich's back, so he can...
Well, I am a police officer. Dax makes a go-on motion with his hand. Right, so, you know Baumech? The big underwater mechs? Oh, underwater here? I got a ping the other day that, like, their operator went missing during deep crater work.
Hang on. That sounds an awful like a labor accident. Why is Dietrich's crime unit on that?
So, like, you're right. It's not what we normally do. But Dietrich said we'd be taking care of it ourselves. Isn't he amazing? He's so fast with his cases, he even goes out of his way to pick up more work. Anything for our city, he said. Isn't that so dreamy?
Sure. Yeah, so dreamy.
Well, we heard from the company that the mech is currently on autopilot back landside. Landside, rather. Our officers will be boarding at 7 a.m. once it's safely docked. Out of the corner of his eye, Dax sees Anaya marching towards him.
Oh, nearly forgot. Thanks a ton, Snifty. Good luck with all that. I'm off to go get some euros.
Dax. Anaya's gonna beat the shit out of you, and she'd be right to do it. Dax dutifully orders the euros with Anaya glaring daggers at his back from a distance.
Okay, this case could be nothing much, but my gut tells me it's a big one. Do I really need her to tag along? No, Dax, you can't ditch her. Bowser would have my hide, literally, this time. Besides, it's not Anaya's fault she's stuck here.
Dax is ripped from his thoughts by 2 orders of euros being dropped in front of his face. He collects them and traipses back to Anaya.
Hey, Anaya. Sorry. Here I am with your dinner. Bon appetit.
That took 20 minutes and harassing a bipedal possum, did it?
Yes, but for good reason.
Which would be...
Exercise with friends makes the food taste better?
Sounded more like getting intel from your informant than exercising with your pal.
I should have figured you could spot that from a mile away, Miss Internal Affairs.
And you, Mr. Ex-Cop? Weren't you the one giving me shit about my former profession just this morning?
Overheard that too, huh? Sure you didn't spring for those super hearing mods? It's true. Not proud of it now, but I was on the force. Barely made it through the academy and quit soon after, though. It just got to be too much. I joined because I wanted to make a difference, make life here better. Instead, I got a first-hand taste of how cops treat cops that don't fall in line.
See, that's the kind of behavior I was investigating in the Force on Earth. I was just finding ways to stomp it out.
Yeah, sorry. Don't see how that's remotely realistic. Worked out well for you, didn't it?
Whatever, lad. I'm too damn hungry for this conversation. I'm having my Euros now. Fill me on that intel or don't. Suit yourself.
Alright. Sorry. Well, I'm not certain what it is we've got on our hands, but we should definitely check it out. I'll pick you up bright and early, so dig in afterward. Enjoy a good night's sleep in 0.38 G.
Oh, the lack of stress on one's bones.
Isn't Dawn gorgeous out here?
I wonder if people who spend a lot of time in space suffer from hypermobility. Yeah, beautiful.
Really gives you a whole new outlook on the red planet.
Sure.
If Earthers had seen Mars at this time of day, they would have gone with purple, don't you think?
Not really, no. Anaya takes a long, long sip of the coffee Dax brought for her. When I agreed to head out here with you, I did not expect it to be at 5 in the morning. Oh, yes, I guess there was a passage of time there. None the wiser to her suffering, Dax opens the glove box of his car and produces a few colourful pamphlets for Anaya to pursue.
Peruse, even.
Yes, Baalmec Museum, come along on a magical underwater journey with the Builders of Mars, opening hours 9 to 8 p.m. Dax, what's the meaning of this?
Look, we're kind of in a rush here. If I say workplace accident, CIO business, corrupt cops, and hijacked case in the same sentence, will you agree to go?
Anaya takes a deep breath.
Oopsie doopsie.
Anaya takes a deep breath. She clicks her tongue, looking anywhere but at Dax. She proceeds to whip out her phone and start tapping something into it.
Well, what are you writing there?
My report. This is as good a chance as any to start taking notes on my beloved new partner.
Hey, I'm not bringing you along to badmouth me.
Of course not. You very diligently informed me of your plans so that I can supervise you and pass this info on to upper management on your behalf. You better fill me in proper on the way. Now, do you prefer grandiose delusions or delusions of grandeur?
Just you wait. I'm gonna show you delusions.
What does that mean? What does that mean, Dax? The first rays of sunlight break past Mars' light atmosphere, turning the caldera into a mirror. Anaya stretches her arms and legs as she makes her way out of the car.
Whew, we made it on time.
On time for what? Don't tell me this was really just a ploy to get me to come watch the sunrise. The entire ground starts trembling. Strong waves follow soon after. Anaya looks at Dax, thoroughly terrified and ready to dart off. His little smirk does little to reassure her. The pristine surface of the lake shakes and roars before finally exploding into a waterfall. A titan erupts from the depths of the caldera, headed for the dock. What is that thing? You knew it would do that, son of a...
That, milady, is a Baalmec. A beautiful mech piloted by one of our finest engineers. Or in other words, one of the big crabs that creep around the lake to help with terraforming.
You're saying it was in that lake all this time? And there's more? Wanted to get back at me for the report thing, did you?
I have the right to remain silent.
Dax looks wistful for a moment as he watches the tower-shaped mech dock into the more contiguous Biotechnologies lakeside compound.
Hopefully that'll be your worst surprise today.
Sounds like you're expecting way worse. Can I get the rundown now?
What do a bunch of cops have to do with a workplace accident?
Cordoning off the area, probably. If you mean to tell me that that's where the accident happened, it looks like a proper engineering nightmare.
Okay, let me rephrase. Why would a shining, heroic police captain issue an order to hijack a fairly standard labor case from the CIO?
I can't say for sure without more context, but deciding to get directly involved doesn't necessarily ring alarms for me. Police investigations take time, and they're only made all the longer by fragile egos and petty internal fights.
Come on, you don't think it's even a little suspicious? Early morning, docks this far away from the city center, with a company that deals in machines that spend weeks at a time hiding around underwater caches.
I've literally never seen one of these before. I have no idea what is standard. You think it's a smuggling operation of some kind then?
Not sure about that. I don't think the top dog of Pavonis PD would let himself get involved in something so...
obvious? Dax blinks, suddenly taken aback by Anaya's intervention. You've got history with him, don't you?
Yeah.
This isn't a personal vendetta, like.
No! That's exactly why I'm here. I want to make sure I'm not jumping to conclusions.
I think you already took that leap a while ago. Anaya turns her frown to the surrounding area. We're way too early anyway. There's no one here to investigate.
Nothing wrong with having a look-see. CIO official business and all. We've got a right to be here.
Official how? Aren't you from the police affairs department? Why are you dealing with a labor case?
You know, our guy in charge of labor affairs is dead at the moment, so I figured, hey, I'm just gonna take a quick peek. This kind of falls within my jurisdiction, sort of.
At the moment, huh? I wonder how long ago his backup was. Actually, that would really suck for investigative work. You get, like, shot in the middle of the case, and you have to relearn the case again before...
Hope you took good notes.
Mm-hmm. Don't think we have next of kin laws in the CIO, do we? You're acting awful lot like the cop you're trying to... Sorry. You're acting an awful lot like the cop you're trying to one-up, lad. You think the director ought to throw a fit just because they took one of our cases? Procedure exists for a reason. There are smarter ways to go about this. Dax checks his beeper phone to retrieve his late-night research. Yeah, that A is superfluous.
That's their oopsies, yeah.
Mm-hmm. With details on how to access the main gate.
You can tell me all about them in your report.
As we move. This has been pretty on the rails so far, which is fine. But I'm interested to see how we can do some investigation that requires our own application of knowledge, if that makes sense.
Yeah, requires more input.
We've been going for about an hour 40. Since this is the start of a new scene, do you want to go and take a 5-minute break?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, we're going to go take a 5-minute break, rehydrate, refill our water, get some snacks, and then when we return, more furries in space! All right, party people, welcome back to more Mars Vice. We have a lead about the these gigantic crab mech obelisks moving around maybe at times that they shouldn't, and if there is any suspicious activity that might be going alongside that, especially since there are police chiefs taking lead on looking into it when they shouldn't be, maybe trying to get a handle on things ahead of other people trying to investigate, ahead of people like us, maybe.
This strange underwater action, one could call it fishy suspicious. Welcome to Biotechnology's Lakeside Compound, the lazy school trip organizer's first choice. The only labor accident you could have here is death by corporate propaganda. Let's get a move on. Our destination is just past that door.
Unfortunately, if you die via corporate propaganda that doesn't give you clearance to get backups, you're just dead. Dax casually walks to the reception area. Wait, what about the security systems? Don't we need to disable anything first?
Gotta brush up on Martian laws, Anne. We have a ticket.
Dax taps on his keycard.
Police and approved public servants cannot be legally targeted or recorded by any security systems
Huh.
to protect their privacy and avoid physical and imitation attempts. Safer City Act 2176.
Huh. That certainly lends some credibility to your smuggling hypothesis.
I'm telling you that Baumek crabs made of cocaine.
Wouldn't be the worst thing I'd ever heard found to blow on.
I feel like angel crab has got to be a kind of crab. Oh, you can jump. I forgot you could jump, and this sure is Mars.
Cannot wait for platforming challenges. You get like the double jump like in Paradise Killer. Dax slides behind the reception desk, ready to get his hands on the visitor room's work computer. And that's the look of a man who knows a stupid plan is going to work right there. Have you been up to illegal hacker shite on the side, Dax?
Wouldn't you like to know? I know my way around a terminal. But I'm not going to blow your mind with my 11th grade IT after school lessons tool belt today. Look at the key reader over there.
How old is 11th grade?
Oh, 11th grade is junior of high school, so probably about, like 17, maybe 18.
Okay.
Wait, is that right? Yeah, that's right.
Someone left their keycard in.
May as well have handed us the keys to the whole building.
Dax flips on a manual switch on the side of the PC and types a few commands in. The screen is soon filled with emails addressed to various customers and staff.
Leaving aside the major stroke of luck we just had there, this computer doesn't have what we'd call top-of-the-line security protocols. Don't suppose whoever worked here expected to ever get caught in anything shady. With that in mind, I think I'm going to try searching for any emails containing the word password first.
I'll be pissed if that works on behalf of the company.
Oh, a cop getting mad on behalf of corporations. Unheard of.
Shut up, she says internally. If you've got time to chit-chat, you've got time to hack into this thing.
This is the most recent result. Let's see.
The terminal on screen updates to display a support request conversation. This needs proofing, unfortunately. Chat opened by operator at Baumek.pv to support Lakeside at Baumek. Operator: Hi, I'm super busy, super sorry to bother you on your break again. I had to update my frontal lobe firmware and I think it fried some stuff. Can you send me the access key so I can get on my mech on Monday? Support.
Did the update fry the other 10 times I told you I'm not allowed to send that sort of info to your work address?
Pretty please.
OMG, Duria, I can't reset the password every time someone gets new nuts screwed into their brain.
Oh, still you.
Why don't you go think long and hard about your job over the weekend? 4 magic numbers. Come on, you know what they are. Don't make me send you the kitty reminder again.
No, I'm good though. I remembered. Tiwa. Well.
Vidi vidi bada vinci.
I'm not even going to try and get into that sentence just now. Think about your job and 4 magic numbers, eh? I guess we'll have to follow in her figurative footsteps.
Hack into her brain, as it were.
Is that a thing you lot can do?
I really fucking hope not.
I mean, surely if you get access to somebody's backup, if it's stored as data, maybe it'd be difficult to program like a simulated compiler, like a furry emulator.
I've seen a couple of those, but not involving mind reading.
An educational timeline meant to teach kids about the settlement of Mars and the creation of Pavonis Caldera.
Lore. I say we can probably Even though the first crewed landing on Mars happened in 2035, the first official non-scientific colony wasn't built until 2050, and it was really different from the cities you see today.
Doomed outposts and then the underground towns
Domed, Anaya, domed.
But they're not alive today, so who knows? Domed outposts and the underground towns came first, right?
Oh, I didn't realize people knew anything about Martian history back in Earth.
Somehow the British education system taught us about colonies on a whole new planet, even though they weren't involved this time. Shocking, I know.
Almost expected them to steal a little credit from other European nations. Too bad they locked themselves out of the European Space Agency, eh?
There is still Brexit in 2100? Fuck.
I mean, this sounded like it happened in
2035 is still, within the range of that happening. God damn.
2063, borehole towns approved, first steps of terraforming. You know, I used to get nightmares thinking about the underground era as a kid. Can you imagine staying cooped up in tunnels to hide from radiation for literal decades?
Had to be a proper hell. No wonder you lot ended up funny enough to start bioengineering fursuits.
You're just mad because you're too boring to have a fursona. Oh, look, my character said that too.
I already have an alternate sona, thank you.
That didn't start until 2110, by the way. 2055. Security settlements on Pavonis, Ascraeus, and Olympus are constructed and settled.
I didn't realize this area's history went back over 100 years. Like the computers we have to use.
Must have been a pretty sorry sight until this bit. 2142. Mars ocean forms after several decades of ice drops. It's really weird to think about it, you know? My mom's lived a completely different Mars from me.
That's sadly not just a Martian reality.
Biotechnology is founded back on Earth. Mars is settled with the constellation colonies. The first Martians moved to borehole towns. The first terraformation efforts. The first biomech is built. Martians come back to the surface. Lots of cool stuff in here. Got any specific questions on Martian history?
Not right now, not for you. When was Biotechnologies founded? Thinking about your job and the year.
Exactly.
Because
okay, that doesn't seem like it's been listed yet.
No, not yet, but it feels like it's a thing we can now. We know she's an operator. What would that mean in this context?
Giant crab robot.
Giant crab robot.
Giant enemy crab.
They managed to patch out the weak point by the 2100s. That's a joke for old people now. Like
Ridge Racer.
There are people who were not alive when the PlayStation 3 was announced. Like
heard those smuggling anything on those crabs is going to cost you $600 to $599.
I mean, how much do PS5s cost now?
Oh God, honestly, probably more.
Giant crab robot operator. Yes, okay, the wording of that sentence makes sense. I would want to put robot before crab, but that's fine. Giant crab robot operator. Okay, that's a lead. What do we have on giant crab robots?
Surprisingly, not much. I can see at first glance is the inauguration of the first biomech, 2082.
There we go. That's worth a shot, yeah? If it ain't right, we can just run for it and pretend we never came to this place.
I like the way you think, Miss Rao McQuaid.
Updated. The court record. For, like, technically a sneaking mission, lo-fi beats to infiltrate a building too.
It does kind of feel like there should be things that feel a little sneakier going on, but... Well, that they decided to go with a Brontosaurus of all things for a size comparison. Oh, that's
And then a
fun.
tiny cat boy.
But like you can tell. Oh yeah, I think that's the serval.
Oh yes, it is.
Same same graphic, but I like that if this is a Brontosaurus, you can tell that the ideas of what dinosaurs look like has changed a lot over time. That's
the fact
fun.
that it's feathered is a very specific choice.
Yes.
Oh, well, in fact.
Current operator, Duria. What a rad helmet she wears. Oh, okay, huh. I think that's Duria up there.
And this is the exosuit that she uses or something?
That would make sense, perhaps.
I mean, aside from, you know, conservation of mass isn't a factor at all when it's a body that's entirely different, but there are probably regulations about the functional size and shape of a body you could transfer to, right? Like, you can't be like, I'm gonna go to Mars and be a kaiju, and there's like, and sleepwear. Like, I'm gonna go to Mars and be a flea, and it's like, cool. Security systems would hate this. Actually, hard for a fly to carry ID.
I wonder how much they're going to get into the, like, taking some of these concepts to their extreme. Ah, it's still here. I love the Pavonis Caldera diorama.
You're a model kit kind of lad, aren't you?
You take the leisure port and go about 7 blocks up. There you go. This is where I'm currently living.
Oh, that area doesn't look bad at all.
I know. Really glad I sold my right to sue that one time I got electrocuted by a vending machine. You follow this highway all the way out of the crater, just towards the start of the salt plains. Nah, they didn't fit that into this diorama.
I'm similar to Dax in that whenever I see like aerial shots or maps of Manchester, I'm like, can I find my house? I live close enough to Central now where I can probably find my house.
Oh man, no one's making aerial diagrams of southern New Hampshire. But if they did, I'd be doing that too. The little mechs working under the lake have always been my favorite part of this map.
It's always a little terrifying to think that the lake's full of those things and we can't even see them.
Ah, come on. It's not scary at all. They're kind of like our own Loch Nessies.
Different part of the United Kingdom to where I live, but yeah, okay. You know Northern Ireland and Scotland are 2 different countries, right?
It's just a model. Not much I can do with that here. It's not your fault, little model.
Give us clues, model, he says, pounding on the glass.
Okay.
Dex slides behind the reception desk. Let's look at the man. Yeah, this is I think it's trying. We're probably going to want to try and get into the big doors at the back. I have a feeling they've got a keypad.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I can see the keypad.
Check this
bunny hop in. Oh my god.
Line hopping, please.
The imposing door leading to the compound and the docks is locked via a keypad. Dax tries inputting the same code as the entrance's door once more. A red pilot lights up and an automated message announces over the speakers. Wrong password. If you are an authorized user, please input the general access key to the compound.
You had thought I'd taken care of all the access codes. How are we supposed to get in now? If we could look about and see if we can find anything.
This is strange that we still get this dialogue, even though we essentially have the answer to. I think this is maybe the 3rd time I've talked about this, but it is always nice when a visual novel specifically flags like clue gaining, or if you've had a conversation before, so you don't have circumstances like this where it's like, how will we ever get past this door? Oh, it seems you need to put in foot. Yes, we know. A click and the door unlocks. Keyword resolved.
Voila. Your carriage awaits, milady.
Crab carriage.
Crabbage, if you will.
Dax, I feel like I lose neurons every second I spend around you.
I get that a lot.
Enter.
Proceed.
Dax and Anaya wait for a slow mechanical elevator to take them 30 stories up to the top of Balmec, where the Balmec operator's room sits. Anaya stares intently at the elevator door. She's wearing a rather dour expression.
One hell of a face you're making there, Anne. What's with the long face?
Have you looked in the mirror lately, Snoutface?
My muzzle is actually perfectly tailored to my face, thank you very much.
Yes, we know you've got work done.
What's on your mind? You don't have to rack your brain alone, you know.
Oh, this was too easy.
No, it wasn't. We just did one hell of an investigative job.
For a child-proof obstacle course, maybe. You really think the support desk person just happened to leave their ID inserted into their workstation?
Maybe that's the arrangement the company made with the police.
Not likely. That was someone's personal keycard. It could lead to all sorts of legal issues if the company were to fail to return it. Oh, like a passport style of ID.
Huh. After reading their inbox, it's about on par with what I'd expect from anyone around here. Seems like a daily occurrence, accident or not. Duria's lights might not be all on upstairs.
A little beep announces the elevator has finally reached their destination, the top floor where the Balmec's Fleet Command Room awaits. You know, normal.
Gosh.
Is it supposed to be this dark in here?
Would you say you didn't see that coming?
Couldn't think of a better pun. How about we find the light switch to shed some light on the situation, yeah?
I fought tooth and nail to become the local CIO clown, McQuaid. You're not going to outpun me so easily.
Dex turns to the cavernous dark room.
Excuse us. We're coming in.
The fact that, like, they know that their presence isn't going to be on any kind of automated recording devices makes people so bold.
Right?
There could just be a person here with a gun. No response. I don't like this.
All the more reason to head inside.
Hello? We're breaking into your building unauthorized. Hello?
Huh, is that?
The dinosaur we
Daria?
saw earlier? It is.
Why do I have a feeling we're going to be getting
Oh,
a
that's a
body has
blood
been
splatter
discovered.
for sure.
Okay, don't jump off into the void, Will. Here we go. Ah, big button. Marco!
Polo. What is it?
I found a big red blinking button. Like, cartoonishly so.
Does it say power on it?
I want you to go over that question again in your head and tell me why I wouldn't have pressed it already if it said that.
I'm surprised you didn't leap in and press it the moment you saw it.
Wow. Rude.
Press the big red button? I mean, I would like for you to go and see if you could, excuse me, talk to the disembodied Brontosaurus head behind you.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Getting electrocuted once was more than enough. I don't think I want to risk it this time.
Dax backs away slowly. What does that mean? What happened, Dax?
Oh, we've all been there.
Non-interactable?
Doesn't seem so, no.
Okay. In that case, yeah.
Can't press it with my foot.
An electric buzz fills the entire space, the first hint to just how large the room they found themselves in is. Overhead lights and small LEDs start lighting up the room, one by one, but it's not until the massive shutter ahead starts its ascent that the entire command room is finally bathed in light. Again, smooth jams. Inappropriate.
Hey, I want to pick your brain on something.
Hold on. As long as that's all you pick around here.
Can't say I wasn't half expecting a dead body when I walked in, but I didn't think it'd be a whole damn murder scene.
We haven't even looked at it yet.
We have not. Oops.
You have to be prepared to expect the worst at every turn in this line of work.
That sort of mentality is exactly why pigs keep killing innocent civilians.
Sure. And you know I was internal affairs, eh? The ones investigating that shit?
And how good were you at that exactly?
Too good, apparently. Let me know if you need to chit-chat about anything else. Huh.
Christ.
Shot through the snout.
But you're too late to give love.
The lack of sound around the sorry, let me take that from the top. The lack of sound all around the strange figure is a dead giveaway. But Anaya still can't help to take a hand to her mouth. The operator didn't even get to leave her workstation. She's been clearly shot and bled to death, unable to do anything but look stoically ahead.
What the?
Where the hell have you brought me, Daxton? Did you know she was dead?
No. I mean, yes, I had a hunch that may be the case given the circumstances, but I didn't think for 1 second she'd be murdered. I mean, we can't know for sure what happened just yet, right? Have you looked at this mech? One of the nuns holding it together might have suffered a pressure buildup and whoosh, shot right through the operator's head.
And the rest of the mess around?
Something fell from the roof.
Fat chance. Anaya sighs into her hands. Let's confirm the situation, first of all. That's the weirdest corpse I've seen in my life. Think it's fresh?
Huh? Why asking me?
One of us has seen alive brontosauruses before.
Sorry.
What?
Brontosauri. That's the plural for brontosaurus.
Anaya looks more bewildered at Dax's correction than the corpse in front of her. Right. Does this specific brontosaurus look recently murdered to you?
The, hopefully non-flammable mystery liquid pouring out of her wound seems fairly liquidy and the robo parts are not rusted, so yeah.
Oh. So, is this character in specific mechanical in nature? Because it looks it with the kind of screen head and everything.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like, I guess, chewy on the inside, crunchy on the outside, you know?
Because, like, it feels like, you know, the ability to buy a biologically grown body feels like it would be a lot more expensive than the mechanical one.
True.
The fleshy part of her neck is completely cold. Assuming that's not normal, her death must have happened a few hours ago at least. Odd setup, this. What sort of job does she do here, like?
Construction work, mostly. Biomech operators sign up to spend weeks at a time working underwater at ungodly depths in different parts of the caldera. We used to joke as kids that seeing a malfunctioning biomech coming to the surface during the day brought good luck.
Anaya points to the mechs climbing out of the water in the distance, confused. Is there a dinosaur in each one of those towers?
Nope. This is actually the only one crewed. An operator's job is basically dissolving their conscience to drive the whole fleet at once. Imagine what kind of brain that takes.
Imagine the number of failure points. That's actually kind of amazing.
Right? We should remember the details of how it works. Haven't had a chance to visit the museum since I was a kid.
Like, Yes, computers can do parallel processing. I don't really think brains are built that way.
I mean, I wonder if it's kind of like RTS management.
You're also piloting a drone that operates some distance above everybody, so you can get like a fisheye, a bird's eye rather view, or maybe a fisheye. I guess it is underwater. So last Sunday.
Boo. This is workplace harassment. Wish we'd gotten to meet Duria under different circumstances.
You keep going on and on about Delia this, Delia that. Is she famous or something?
Miss Duria Ooh, how do we think we'd pronounce that?
Yeltsin?
Miss Duria Yeltsin has been the operator everyone thinks of when they think of Baumech for shit, since they made the first one, probably. Besides, not a whole lot of people have the means to live a life that large. She's memorable.
Oh, good point, Shark. Yes, our brains can help us breathe and move and talk at the same time, so there is a degree of parallel processing that our bodies can do. This is true. I guess it's what part of your automated processes are in drone number 1 versus drone number 3 is my concern. But hey, this is fiction. When it comes to sci-fi like this, you can either do a soft or a hard sci-fi, and when it's like a mystery, you're kind of like, oh, well, the mechanics of how some of these works might be relevant clues, so you ask these questions, or I like to ask these questions. Yeah.
Sure.
You mean to tell me she's been working here for 100 years?
Some people choose to do odd things with their immortality. This one chose to be a literal corporate dinosaur. That was a good one. Come on, admit it. But, she was killed. The murder sure went to some extreme lengths to get here and kill a construction worker.
Maybe it's not her they were after? She might have just been collateral damage to whatever they were trying to get.
If it wasn't the mech itself that killed her, as I said. I watched a lot of anime. I know these things happen all the time. I'll see if I can find any other clues scattered around.
That bloodstain feels very...
Bog standard red blood. That can't be Duria's. Pretty hefty toolbox. Wouldn't be surprised if it came with the mech.
A few tools are missing from the toolbox.
I have a bad feeling about this.
There seems to be a number of hammers numbered 1 through 5 in here.
I swear... oh yeah, there's a tool I saw downstairs, I think.
There was
couldn't do anything with it.
We saw a bottle on on one of the benches.
Oh yes, it was maybe just a bottle.
Yes,
parkour.
Platform up to the... So they were shot twice. Or
True, yeah.
is it
1,
3
2,
times?
3? Gosh. It's another one over there.
I wonder what we have in terms of investigation equipment.
Shit. I could have touched one of these things looking for the light switch. Huh. Wonder if the blackout was due to some kind of shortcut. A lot of these B0 models.
If they're designed to clean messes, why haven't they cleaned the bloodstain? I guess these are specifically tasked to do something else, but it's not clear what that is, actually. I guess check in with...
Suppose so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no.
Is there anything that we can look at here? Oh, I guess we can investigate the thing directly again?
Let's see, so there's...
I think it's asking
Two
us to
parts
look
to
at
it,
it.
maybe.
Oh, sure, sure, sure.
No, that's just another one of those guys.
Is
Something very low.
oh
Oh my god.
oh
Anne, look what I found. Or who, rather.
uh, th- Sheila says, "Gotta have high hemoglobin blood on Mars, otherwise you can't get enough oxygen." A stowaway. Not
Not just anyone. See that badge on their shoulder? That's the Dune Busters logo. One of the most infamous biker gangs around here.
This is a very casual conversation if this is an alive person.
Yeah,
down there.
right? I'm...
We have a murder in our hands, we do.
A murder and an accidental electrocution, I'd say.
Uh-huh.
Must have held on to the broken cables over there and...
Whatever the case, this is as far as we go. Let's get back and wait for the police.
What? We just got here. There's so much we still don't know.
You could have made the tiniest sliver of a point that we were in our right to investigate this place ourselves when it was a workplace accident. But a murder scene? That's far out of a civil officer's jurisdiction, Dax. You know that better than I do. We haven't found a single trace of all that shady police business you were desperately looking for. Let's go.
Hold on. What about the keycard?
What about it?
It was too convenient. Just like you said. Like they were expecting someone to show up.
Trying to twist my words to drag me into conspiratory bullshit, are you? Dax shuts his eyes with such force that his whole brow looks like it's about to split open. He takes a deep breath and looks at Anaya directly in the eye.
Anne, please. We need to stay. There's something foul going on in the Pavonis PD.
Where's your evidence, then?
Nowhere! That's exactly my problem. I've been chasing leads for so long. I've tried to work by the book, to not be like them. But every time I followed procedure, every time I did things right, Dietrich would come in and get them to drop it, saying it's nothing. Everyone thinks they can tell me what to do and then drop me as soon as the going gets tough. Please. I need this chance to be here before them. I have to show the world what's going on.
You being personally motivated also makes this an ethical nightmare, but okay. Anaya bites the inside of her cheek. She closes her eyes, trying to avoid Dax's gaze, but it's useless. He knows he's struck a chord somewhere deep down. You're a public servant, not a politician. Don't think speeches are going to win you any favors with me. 5 minutes. That's all you get. Report anything you find to me, keep your hands to yourself, and don't blame me when you lose your job the moment we get back to the office.
Roger that. All right, no time to be squeamish. Let's see what we have here.
Who are they? Dax pulls out his beeper phone. The profiler app beeps loudly upon failing to find a match. No name, no pronouns, no occupation, and...
A Dune Buster without a criminal record? Right, and I'm a flamingo. I said flamigo, jeez. Really feels like there's nothing but them on the news lately. Dune Busters steal truck. Dune Busters vandalize a shop window. Dune Busters blah blah blah. They used to be very one note with their keep Mars dead shtick, riding around the outskirts, kicking up dust and making a mess to disturb terraformation efforts. Something must have shaken their gang up.
Yeah, Dax couldn't be a Flamigo. I don't think he'd want to be a co-star.
Ha ha ha. Nice. But he is scrappy.
Oh, is that the hidden ability of Flamigo? I didn't know that.
Yes. Just what in the world could have taken an avian desert biker to break into an underwater construction mech?
How can you tell?
Could it be related to that whole keep Mars dead business of theirs? I did have protests around here before. Biotechnologies are certainly a leading force in terraformation efforts. Maybe they want to plant a bomb or something? No.
take an absolutely redonkulous charge to blow a bow mech up. Must be something else. Someone managed to sneak in here undetected and hide around long enough to murder someone and get themselves killed. But how?
Dax looks at the huge window overlooking the lake.
Maybe they flew in somehow? No, someone would definitely have seen them coming. Probably just found a way to sneak in while the mech was last docked. Crow waits around a bit too long. They're trying to ambush someone when suddenly, ka-chick! The mech starts moving. Goodbye, Pavonis. Hello, kilometers deep underwater crater. Who wouldn't panic?
It's surprisingly difficult to see the body from up here. I'm surprised they haven't tried to fish it out.
Agreed.
Also, I guess, oh, that would be leading you to look because there's a blood trail. I see.
Never known anyone to carry a crowbar around with good intentions. Is this an attempted robbery? Anything else we might be missing?
All right, let's see what we have here. I'm still struggling to picture what our stowaway could have had in mind when they decided to lock themselves in with a giant dinosaur.
Climbing her.
Is that how they call it now?
No, I mean literally climbing her. Look.
Dax searches the back of Duria's neck, and sure enough, there are mud tracks all over her mane and on the mechanical devices attached to her spine. Hold on, so they actually claimed her? Why?
Maybe they want to take her helmet? Or...
Dax and Anaya look up at the strange giant sphere hanging over them. Though it's hard to tell in the dark, there's a compartment floating just over Duria's head. Whatever's up there.
Ooh, me next, me next.
Oh, yeah. Ominous ass sphere.
Looking over the crime scene. Think it's chock full of techie hardware that's making the mech work?
Oh, we could probably bring up Stowaway with her directly now, can't we? Bleak way to die.
Tell me about it. Don't remember the time I got electrocuted, but I hear it wasn't a pretty sight.
I keep forgetting that's normal for you, like. I'm fairly sure that's our killer regardless.
Real question is, why? What were they after?
So, we see the body of the biker, and we can follow some of the journey that they took, because they clearly staggered over here, fell off, and then got electrocuted. But what happened to have hit them to... Oh, did they try and climb Duria, fall off?
Maybe climbed... Well, the thing is, if Duria is dead and their head's still up, so
like, especially if it's a robotic neck, it feels quite rigid, or it suggests to me that it wouldn't be, like, if Duria was still alive, you know, she'd probably try and thrash and throw him off. So it's like, yeah, if you're dead, I can claim you, but clearly that didn't go very well.
What a sorry sight. This drone's been beaten to pieces with something heavy. Who would ever dare smash a cute, helpless drone like that?
Dax crouches down, hoping to find some clue among the mechanical remains. He finds red blood and some kind of black fuzz on the drone's pincers and eye lens instead.
Oh, buddy. You fought back. Was that you or was it Duria?
Drone fight.
Aha. I'm not actually convinced this was a fight. This might have been... If this would follow your falling off theory. But I guess the tool... unsure.
Can we... Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Good old Crow here picked the wrong army of helper drones. Shoots and swings at him, but our biker finds themselves overwhelmed and backing away to the best of their ability. Crow starts running for their life. There's nowhere to run. They leap into the depths, praying for the best. Find themselves caught in a nest of cables. End up pulling the wrong one while trying to set themselves free. Snap. Bzz. Dead.
Email for you, Lan.
Oh, Toys, thanks for the raid. How's it going?
Hey, toys.
For those.
Gun.
Ah, gun. Welcome, Toys. Gun. How's it going? How's it going? What are you up to today?
Gun. That's got to be the murder weapon right there. Can't get a good look from here, but it looks like a fairly small model.
Fallout Classic. I've not played any
fun.
Fallouts.
Is Fallout Classic like the original, or is there something else called Fallout Classic?
I assume he means the CRPG, but yeah. Yeah.
Neat. I have started the original Fallout several times and keep on falling off of it, but yeah, hope you're enjoying it. It's just what you'd find any cop carrying around here. Heavily modified though.
It's a standard issue gun, huh?
That's just gun.
So it started it, and this is my attempt to not fall off playing it. I understand. I mean, we are also playing our own sci-fi game. We're playing Mars Vice today, which is a detective noir visual novel, but as the name suggests, set on Mars, where there is it is a biopunk future. So because Mars is so far away, most people who move up here, rather than moving physically, transfer their consciousness to an organic shell. And as a result, that organic shell can be anything. So most of the people that live on Mars are furries. Any excuse for lion tits, I say.
Taking the words out of my beak. Feel really bad for the poor little drones.
And not for the corpse.
I can feel bad for more than one thing at once, Anne. It's just, look at them, holding little dusters and wrenches. They clearly weren't meant to be used as a security measure.
I bet that's what our perp thought too. Seems they made up for it in
Yes.
numbers.
The people are on my side, Caster. You're outnumbered.
Hey, I'm not saying it's a bad side to be on.
Hey, okay, Corpse, let's ask you about the drone fight. Have you ever found a crime scene involving drones protecting their master before?
That's a first right there. Drones are supposed to adhere to Asimov's laws, at least on Earth. Oh, hi, Chucky. And I will absolutely hydrate.
Agreed.
Blah, 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 blah. How you doing, Chuck?
Same here. I think they must have had their AI overridden in some way.
Daya spent weeks at a time underwater, stuck in a giant robot with only her neck out. That can't be easy. She might have rigged them to be quite literally her hands.
Agreed. Daria definitely had the skill set for it, given her job. Wouldn't be surprised if she managed to sneak in a way to assume direct control of a bunch of tiny drones for emergencies.
Else their maker is going to get a proper earful for violating the laws of robotics. I'm good, just trying to catch people I don't usually manage to as you take a break today. Hey, glad you're able to go and take a break. I know that a lot of your evenings are often filled with just, I guess, American time zone centric content creator stuff. So,
I thought you were just saying American nonsense.
that possibly too, but I don't want to make presumptions. So we don't have full answers to our questions yet. What I would like is to be able to get to below deck so we can see the rest of Daria's body, because they raise a very good point. This place is built specifically to operate with her just sticking the neck through and nothing else. And that feels inefficient. I wonder if there are any controls going on Yes, so on Thursdays, I and my amazing agender avian co-host Rafi Dial tend to play different types of series of games. We often do a lot of like monster battling, Pokemon in specific, but other types of games in that genre. Recently, we've been doing a series that we've called Cold Cases, which is playing retro, indie, and mysterious mystery games. Oh, there might be something about the drone fight here. No? Okay.
No, nothing new, it seems.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Finding kind of the sweet spots for this has been very fiddly.
Agreed. Oh, look at those marks on the compartment. This must be what the stowaway was after. Crowbar must have been too short. Guess our biker tried to reach up and failed miserably. They were really desperate. So they climbed over Duria hoping to get better purchase. Couldn't manage to break it open though. That must be when Duria woke up and sent the drones after them.
So, I mean, this is a presupposition on the order of events here, but it's not a terrible theory. You're muttering an awful lot to yourself there, Dax. Anything to report?
Lots. Give me a second, I'll be right there with you. Okay, time to convince Anaya about what happened here.
All right.
And I'm guessing
if that's all the information that we've got, then let's go and combine this. So yeah, no, this is as the stream title suggests, Mars Vice. It is a visual biopunk visual novel.
Okay, yes, cannot, oh, wait.
Beep? Huh.
Yeah, we can, oh yeah, let's try and grab this shirt.
The second Dax grabs onto the biker, he is immediately blasted away. Anya rushes towards Dax, absolutely horrified. She kneels down next to him and checks his pulse.
I'm alive. Ugh. Mostly.
What were you thinking, you absolute git? The current is still on. You could have gotten yourself killed. Dax looks down at the device in his hand. It's badly fried, but it's just about in one large piece.
That might have been the smarter option.
Dax pats his frizzled hair back into place as he crawls towards the edge of the platform. The biker's corpse seems to have fallen off the cable nest and has plunged into the depths of the mech. Anaya looks about ready to kick Dax down the same hole. Fuck's sake, what have you done? What have I done? How are we going to explain this? The pulley of the elevator is set into motion once again. Someone approaches.
Or not.
The drone fight removed? Interesting for that to happen now. Suddenly, a screen at the end of the platform comes to life, showing the main camera inside the elevator.
Shit. It's the police.
I told you.
No problem. They know me. We'll just identify ourselves and talk it out.
Inside the elevator, officers Jean and Just, Badger and Coyote, are cocking their guns. We saw them earlier.
Okay, let's forget about talking. We've got to kill the lights now.
How is that gonna help?
I'll just sneak past him. No biggie, right?
Slightly singed, but otherwise no worse for wear, Dax gets to his feet and sprints towards the power button, Anaya on his heels. The elevator reaches its destination right as Dax smashes the button with his mighty paw.
Sorry, can I get another take on that one?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you.
The elevator reaches its destination right as Dax smashes the button with his mighty paw.
Okay, can now you just say smashes the button with his mighty? Okay, anyway.
The third take costs money, but what's going on? Oh no, I'll take Jean and you can take Just.
Please turn the light back on and put your hands up now.
Following his demand, Juiced immediately shoots a salvo from his shotgun. Fucking hell. Juiced! You're gonna kill someone.
It's scare tactics. They'll get themselves up.
Oh my god. What did I just tell you? Dead people can't give themselves up.
Oh my god.
Dax, we need to get to cover. Dax opens his eyes wide, trying to find Denia with only the residual light coming from the elevator door. Dax and Denia, fully exposed in their position and only saved by the fact that it's pitch dark, crawl behind the operator's corpse for cover. Talk it out. That's what you said, right?
I've changed my mind, okay? I'm too beautiful to end up as a colander.
Well, you have a backup. I don't. The officers have decided on a course of action and start to tentatively feel their way around the room. Oh, if they touch the bot that's trying to do the electrical repair, that's going to go really badly. Feel around the room, edging around the platform.
See, I'm still landing, trying to land on a voice. Oh, see, I told you to go for a body with night vision.
There's absolutely no need to rub that in now, Juiced. It's only a few more steps before they will inevitably find Dax and Anaya. Dax tenses up with adrenaline.
Think we could make a run for it?
Even if we make that, what if we run into a squad of reinforcements? Dax turns his head from side to side, but there's nowhere else to run on the operator's platform. Nowhere except...
Permission to try something really stupid?
Nothing better than dying here.
No promises.
Dax suddenly opens his arms wide and grabs onto the operator's mane. With a swift jump, he lets himself fall down the hatch surrounding her neck.
Whoa!
Dax falls into a chute the length of half of a brontosaurus's neck, bouncing off the rest of the operator's body inelegantly on his way down. No full stop. A moment later, he feels the rush of wind of someone else coming down after him, and he swiftly leans to catch Anaya.
I mean, listen, if we're going to be needling this game, the fact that we are still getting this kind of like, chill.
Oh,
chill
sure,
lo-fi
yes.
And also the fact that we know that they can render that they change the scene to be dark and
Also, I mean, it's part of the comedy of the game, but like, they have a gun and they're looking around in the dark. Me being like, whoa, and the cop being like, what was that noise? Shoots the neck 5 times. I'm surprised. Fall a little louder, will you?
Sorry.
So where are we now? There are giant metal walls on every side.
I honestly didn't think that far. Just saw there was space for it to slip through around her neck. This feels like the walls of an elevator. Makes sense, right? We only have to find...
They feel around the walls until They feel around the walls some more until they find a set of buttons.
Aha! See? Elevator buttons.
I'm really over your habit of pressing random buttons.
Well, I'm really over being in this things. Here goes.
Dax smashes button after button with his mighty paw. Until the elevator rumbles.
he's pressing all of my buttons.
I am very glad that I specifically messaged other furry friends I know, being kind of like, hey, we're streaming the furry mystery game. Come watch us play it, because this VOD is going to be great. This VOD is going to be full of clipping material. If you enjoy this, please clip your favorite parts of this VOD and at us at the neoncaster at bluesky.com, or however the fuck the URLs work for that website.
Flip it with your mighty paws.
Okay. Dax smashes button after button until the elevator rumbles into life, first moving down and then to the side. It moves around underwater for quite a while before it eventually opens and deposits them onto a platform under the docks. All that's left is running back to the car. So
the bad news is there's no way those two didn't notice that. The good news is we were dealing with Jean and Juiced, so as long as we get into the car now, we'll be good.
Okay, that's a bit of his sharpish. Dax and Anaya make a run for the car. Okay. How are we doing for time? We've got time to go a bit longer. But also, vocal rest, how are you holding up? It's been a lot of dialogue.
I'm doing okay. I'm definitely, I think, past my peak. But I'm good to keep going a bit.
Sure. I think once we get to a good, like, arc stop, we can,
Yeah, agreed. I'm kind of expecting we'll hit, like, a good stopping spot within, like, 20 to 30 minutes, and that'll be...
Sounds good.
I think we lost him.
Anaya glances back over her shoulder before finally allowing herself the time to bend over and gasp for air. Never thought I could outrun a wolf.
I think that was a coyote.
I don't care. Coyote. Right. Anaya runs a hand through her hair. She lets the next word simmer carefully before speaking again. I'm done with this.
What, with the investigation?
No, with you. I've not spent half of my life working my ass off to get stuck babysitting a loose cannon.
What? Loose cannon? The cops were firing at us. We had no choice but to run.
We wouldn't have had to run if you hadn't gone and jumped protocol just because you got a tingle in the tip of your tail or whatever.
It was important. We wouldn't have another chance like that. I'm just playing by their rules, okay?
What forensic training do you have? Your fur is going to be all over this fucking crime scene. But for real though, we have...
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which rules? And the body is no longer there? Like the rider, they're not going to find that first. They found an assailant. You're so fucked. Oh my god. Which rules? The law of the jungle? You think you're hot shite just because you think that just because you look like an animal you can get to act like one?
I get that you're mad at me. I get why. I'm going to take anything you say. Just don't go there. It's not cool.
Anaya bites her tongue. Even red with anger, she refuses to say anything she may regret. Dax, I'm trying to understand you. I swear on my life I am. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. Maybe you have some special sense I don't. Some kind of extra whatever I wouldn't understand in this old body of mine. But you don't go about proving that by jumping the gun and doing whatever you feel like. I've had partners like you before. They made it to captain very fast. That's not the sort of person I thought you'd be. Take me back to the CIA. I'm going to tell the director that the blame's on me and ask her to assign me to a different location.
No, you won't be doing any of that. None of this was your fault. And you're right, we shouldn't have to be playing by their own twisted rules. I'll go to the office today and talk to the director about what happened. I'll hand in my resignation myself if it comes down to that. But before that, can I ask you for one last chance to follow up on this lead?
Dax carefully produces the pieces of the strange device out of his pocket. You don't intend to take that back to the CIO?
It'd only make its way back to the police that way. I've got an expert on the side that I trust with my own life. I know it's a long shot, but the way those two were talking, it kind of sounded like they had already known it was a murder.
It's not a huge leap of logic, like... Dax hands his head low and nods.
What if they were in cahoots with the bikers? They got a tip of some kind beforehand, so they knew to expect a stowaway.
Oh, don't give me conjecture. Your stowaway keyword. Or more likely, it could be that they needed to protect whatever's inside the compartment at all costs.
Which would still mean they had more info on the incident than us.
This is an interesting bit of mystery writing that varies from media to media depending on how, like, professional the investigators are about the nature of conjecture versus hypothesis.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we had a hypothesis about the order of events in terms of how that guy got injured and whether the drones were involved or not. And those kind of things could be proven with further evidence rather than necessarily kind of being kind of like, actually, I think it was this, even though there are kind of gaps in the finding out. The way that like Dax frames that is like, what if they were in cahoots? Based on what? You can't say that.
It does feel grasping.
I hate you, Dax.
Wow.
You're a persuasive guy, and I hate your guts.
Okay.
You remind me of myself when I was your age.
Okay.
I've always wanted to say that to a handful like you.
Hold on. What's with that grin? Is that a joke? Did I miss the sarcasm somewhere?
Aye. See if you can find it on the way Aye. See if you can find it on the way to getting your ass kicked out of the office. Anaya walks ahead towards the car, leaving Dax so thoroughly confused he's unable to move a muscle. Come on, Fuzzball, take me to your so-called expert. I need to write an extended report. Ah, we're in movement mode again.
Okay. No, I do not get to engage the kangaroo in dialogue. I think I've said everything I need to say
I would be
anyway.
so intimidated if I was just standing on the Broadwalk and then just some random dude from across the street jaywalked up to me, finger gunning, and be like, oh fuck, what's going on? What is about to happen? Can you fuck off, mister?
Sorry about my friend. He'll just arse in the vibe.
Yeah, he's an artist, he needs space.
That's too much, Kev. I'm not that good.
Shut up, you're like the new Rene Magritte.
No. Oh.
I'll get you into that stupid art school, don't you worry.
Thanks, Kev.
Ooh, the sky with the chromatic aberration is kind of intense to look at. It's a little dizzying. I'm glad you turned down the head bob and head shake.
Yes.
Chat. Batlord Flint, oh my god, that Orca poster was attractive. That is
There are many. Okay, sorry. This fucking face right here.
Don't tap the glass.
Let's see. Oh wow, yeah, okay. Huh. Oh man, I wish I had the space for a shark cat.
Man's from
yes.
before. It was something in the realms of, Hello, and welcome to Hammerhead's Bio Pet Store. Established proprietor of custom fish adjacent bioforms and products. How may I help you today?
How about you take a deep breath and quote the Customer Service Act, Hammy?
Hammerhead shoots a quick look at the woman staring down a fish behind Dax. The non-mod you were looking for this morning, I assume?
Anaya. She's with me.
That could mean so many things when it comes to you, Dax.
Purely professional. She could be my mother, H.
I stand by my previous statement. Hammerhead gives Anaya a longer look this time. I don't suppose you brought her here to purchase a new fish?
Yeah. In fact, I wanted your expertise on something.
Oh? Neck bug.
Whoa. We're here on official business today, H.
Oh? Do you need to take a good look at my medical license again, Inspector?
Maybe later. No, for real. I need you to take a look at something.
Hammerhead cranes their head closer to Dax. You know I run a really tight business, Dax. A very legit business. But perhaps not legal enough for your friend.
Not a single thing we've done in our lives would be by the book enough for her.
She's a colleague from the CIO, and we need your help to identify some gadget. Off records.
Uh-huh. Up to no good to get the no good.
Something like that. Pretty please. It's been a long day, and this would be the break in the case I need right about now.
I haven't looked at the trailer for Mars Vice, but I do hope that, you know, when they do promo trailers, they have a bunch of quotes from reviews and stuff like that to kind of amp it up.
Yeah.
And be like, such an experimental noir RPG. The way that the mystery was twisting and turning. Oh my god, that orca poster was attractive.
Yeah, that is really Thank you, Batlord Flint. I mean,
but that is an astounding pull quote for this game.
Yes.
If she squeals, it's your head as much as mine at this point. So, what's so important you drag along your co-workers? Dax takes what remains of the metallic device out of his pocket, placing it down on the counter. Hammerhead picks up the device and rolls it in their hands, looking it over with a serious look. Oh boy, we've really done a number on this thing.
Should have seen the other guy. Any idea what it might be?
A bunch of high-tech banged-up junk currently. Looks to be some sort of worn external device. You are well aware that I only deal in growing and grafting parts, correct? I don't repair phones.
We found it on the neck of a dead bird.
It was clearly attached to their spine before Dax ripped it out.
Accidentally? Damn, you make it sound like I just go around grabbing random shit from corpses.
So this was inserted into their spinal area. Okay, that definitely sounds like some kind of detachable mechanical mod. It's going to take a while to put this back together. I need to tend to the shop first.
That's alright. I'm in no rush. Gonna lose my job in 20 minutes.
Oh, nice. Embracing the anti-capitalist lifestyle at last.
You know it.
Dax walks towards Naya, who's currently making a weird face at the price tag on an artisanal fishbowl.
Hey, you think I'm gonna get more or less fired if I take a couple hours to look into our leads while we wait? I wanted to see if Snifty has any news, and we could swing by the teaport to ask about the dead folks.
Let's start worrying less about getting sacked and more about getting skinned, like.
Yeah, don't exactly look like you're in a hurry to go back either, you know.
I'm biding my time. I'll just steal your car and drive myself to the CIO when I tire of your bull.
Huh? Let's get going then.
This feels like it's probably a reasonable stopping point if it's about to be opening out into different locations to go and head to and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm having a hard read on whether it is about to do that. I mean, I guess...
Because it's just mentioned a couple of locations that we
that.
can go to investigate, and it doesn't feel like this is the kind of game that has chapters.
Yeah. I figured let's...
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'll wrap up the conversation here, and then instead of going to the car, we'll just wrap.
So, which leads did you have in mind exactly?
We have 2 corpses, a police shootout, and a hijacked case on our hands.
Leaving aside the question of whether either of us will have a job after this, of course.
Okay,
yes.
that...
Just in case we didn't ask at the time. What is the incident?
Think anyone may have heard about what happened in the mech?
I doubt so. If your cops are anything like mine, they'll be doing everything they can to prevent any mistakes from coming out as long as they can. Are bikers much of a problem over here?
Sure, a lot of them. Incredibly annoying sometimes. I grew up in the old town, D8 near the Salt Plain highways. It was just vroom vroom, honk honk, keep Mars dead, and dust clouds day and night. But they were pretty harmless outside that.
They mentioned it was the keep Mars dead philosophy was something they've mentioned offhand previously, and I was like, that's interesting. So they
anti-terraforming.
Yes. Why?
It's a great question. I don't know if it's about natural beauty or
because it's not like because there are obviously very good reasons to kind of like slow the process of terraforming Earth in current year, because there's lots of natural space that's important to kind of stopping the planet from overheating. Mars doesn't have that. But it also sounds like Earth is still hospitable. So I wonder Wagwan here. If it's like, go back to Earth, there's still room. And then it's like, we look at Earth and Earth is a shithole. It's like, well. But no, that feels like there'll be something that'll come around when we get to speak to a biker that isn't dead.
Wonder if it could be like a spiritual connection thing, you know?
I think they're branching out to terrorism or something?
Could be. Hope not.
Did your friend agree to look at the neck thing?
Yeah, they said they'd put it back together and everything. Gonna take a while.
How much will it run us? You didn't ask.
I can't afford to hesitate now.
All right. Yeah, what about earthy pet shops? I want to know.
Pet shops, anything like this back on Earth?
You generally walk in, buy your pet, and walk out. We don't intend to advertise fish-shaped affronts against God's will so casually.
Ah, so they saved those for the back. Gotcha. Look at the time. We could have a little brunch at the park, don't you think?
Are you seriously asking me to get food right now?
No! I'm saying we have a friend on a break who must be dying to talk to someone. Look, I owe one, okay? At least a friendly hello.
This friend is the possum that fed you that info, eh?
Maybe.
Earth is hospitable, but it's not got much on it, so it's like in Cowboy Bebop. We don't know. We know that Anaya came from Earth, very specifically. That Dax has been on Mars, I assume, all of his entire life, because he's not been to Earth before and finds it quite novel. But the fact that, you know, there are still people emigrating, and that even though it takes a month to do, suggests that Earth still has lots going on, but we've not seen it at any point in this game. Which is probably a mystery that will probably retain for a lot of the game's runtime.
We could drop by the T-port and see if we can get a chance to talk with our corpses.
You mean, like, examine them? Dax directs a mean grin towards Anaya. She blinks once and then smacks her forehead with the heel of her hand. Right. Transference.
Yep. Their frames are probably being rebuilt in the T-port right as we speak, and their minds downloaded from their latest backup. Gotta love a little immortality.
But, yeah, okay, this was a question I've had since it was brought up the first time. They won't keep any memories of their deaths, though, right?
They won't feel pain, and the policy at Embody is to make sure someone who died doesn't learn all the grisly details. I'm sure there's plenty we can learn from them regardless. We should go and ask about their upload schedule. You know, it's still fairly early in the day, all things considered. Maybe I won't even need to beg for forgiveness for being away. We just say we ran into a traffic jam and had to clock in a little later than normal.
That's not the issue at hand, Daxton. That's not it at all.
I'll have you know that I have a near spotless attendance record in the CIO. I should be Employee of the Year based on that alone.
Aye, the director's going to be so proud she'll hang your pelt in her office. Right next to the permanent marker drawing of you.
Okay, and I think we're gonna wrap there.
Fascinating little game. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings?
The Orca poster is attractive. So I think there's a good amount of this that I do enjoy, and it also definitely does sort of this feels like definitely feels like a small team that is trying to make the best with what they've got, and I think there are some elements of this that really hit well with that, and there are a couple where the squeeze is a little apparent. I'm kind of not sold on the overarching mystery yet.
Sure.
Like it's not quite gripped me with the goings on. But
it's really interesting. Oh no, I'll let you finish your thoughts. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I am still kind of curious where it's going to go.
Yeah, it's even though obviously we are playing from the point of view of Dax, really we are playing from the point of view of Anaya, because we don't know how this world works, and the history of it only really comes up when she asks. So it's hard to feel like Phoenix Wright works when we have all these cases where people die who we obviously don't know anything about until the case starts, but there are so many personalities there up front who are involved and know things about what's been going on to kind of endear us to their emotional journey, right? There is a person that we're trying to stop from being sent to jail illegally was the word that came to mind, but you know what I mean. Whereas in this particular instance, this murder has no living witnesses currently. And it makes it hard for a job that we don't understand, in a body that breaks the rules of all the bodies we've met so far. So it's really hard to kind of be like, oh, I understand what implications this functionally has for our characters involved, aside from the fact that Dax wants to do it because it will piss a particular police chief off, which is not necessarily a great motive for investment, although he's right to do it.
Yeah.
But no, I think the visual styling of this is very pretty. That one's basically just Jeff the Land Shark. That's very fun.
I guess so.
No, I actually really enjoy the visual style of this game. It does a really good job of making all of the... This is probably the most justified in having all of its cast look like DeviantArt furries, because they are custom built to look like the things that people have drawn for the last couple hundred years, I guess. Into the sea with you. And I think that's quite neat, rather than it being like an incidental thing. The fact that they kind of thought through the reasons why and the practicalities and implications of it, rather than it just being a thing, I think sells it a lot for me. I think that's quite cool. And I like the soundtrack a lot, even as, like, you know, this feels like this would go into my playlist of video game music to, like, study and work to. It is maybe tonally inappropriate in places. but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think I agree on pretty much all fronts. I don't know if I have that much else to say about the game. I mean, like, I appreciate the fact that this is clearly this is definitely written by leftist furries, even if the game is, I'd say, like, not... This ain't Disco Elysium.
Yeah, the sentiment is here. The praxis, maybe not so much. Actually,
like,
that is an interesting thing that maybe that I guess I do have a thought about. It's really interesting of Dax as a character, and actually what Dax's job is specifically. It's been touched on, like, these are the people that police the police. I understand that. But it's really interesting that Dax has very strong feelings about how police work, how policing should be, and that it can't be solved. And as a result is incredibly distrustful about it because his job requires him to do so. But also the way that he acts, the way that he handled that crime scene doesn't make me feel like he's trying to do crime solving in a more straightforward, in a more egalitarian or ethical way than the powers that currently be.
Oh no, I mean, I think he's pretty much said, like he is dirty copying, or he's dirty copping in order to get the dirty cops.
But the way that extends to kind of like, I know that my face won't be on camera records, so I'm just gonna like very blasé just walk in, not knowing if there is any living person in here or not, and just be like, hello, like that's like a sensible thing to do. Unhinged. What? Why?
Yeah, that element strains credibility a bit.
Whereas obviously Ayana is framed as somebody who's like trying to do the work from the inside. There is maybe one good cop, which I suppose it's not a pithy thing to say on the internet, but arguably people like that do exist within the system, and they're just desperately unhappy. Interesting.
I think the point is that she's internal affairs. Cops fucking hate internal affairs because they are the one mechanism that are try to hold them accountable.
Yes.
And she apparently did too good a job and was punished for it by being sent here. So to me this reads less as like the one good cop and more of like I think you get what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying, and I guess the friction here is Dax being open to understanding that idea rather than necessarily being resistant to her being there at all. And in that kind of, I'm interested in how those frictions resolve themselves, and I suppose part of me is interested. Fun layering there. Point at yourself through the self. I do wonder if that shit show of a crime scene investigation is something that upon going back to the CAO, they'll be like, so it looks like you did it now. You do understand that, right? I want that conversation to happen. Because obviously the cops would love to blame it on Dax, I'm sure. But anyway, when we've been finishing some of these, we like to kind of have a discussion about whether the games that we play are engaging enough in a way that we want to return to them either on or off air. We have a number of different ratings for them, which I'll go over as a reminder. We have Hot Pursuit, a game so compelling we are actively interested in continuing to play it, whether that be on or off air. Our schedules are limited, but still a game we would like to see to the end actively. We also have Investigating, which is this game seems good. I would love to return to it when I've given myself some backlog space. This is going to be put on ice for a while until I'm in the mood to return to that particular experience. There is also Clueless, for games that it's like, cool, glad we played it for the stream. Definitely not going to touch or think about this game again. And finally, Jail. Something we very rarely invoke. We've not invoked for this series, and I barely invoked for a Monster of the Week, where it is a game that is so unfun or uninteresting that we are just going to not finish the entire session of it. We're clearly not at Jail, as we have finished our session for today. But where are you feeling about where we're at?
Yeah, man, I think I'm leaning towards Investigating, as this experience has not been, it has not gripped me by my collar, but it's kind of low friction enough to play that I am it's low friction enough that I am still interested in pursuing the curiosity I have of like, oh, I wonder where this goes, even if I'm not expecting to blow my pants off in terms of the writing, anyway. But
I mean, there's cast members still to see, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Surely we will see a living bird. But in any case, yeah, I I do kind of also think that this is an ambiguously good stream game. It's at the very least taxing to do this much voice acting, because boy, most of this game is text.
Yeah, I really enjoy playing Citizen Sleeper 2, but it is genuinely just be talking without pause for 3 hours every time I try to stream it, and it makes it hard to go back to on air, as good as that game is. So I feel you. Yeah, we'll have a separate discussion about kind of, you know, returning to stuff that is set in investigating or hot pursuit. But for my side of things, although this is your copy, I do not own a copy of Mars Vice. I would also, if I owned a copy, put it in investigating. I want to, more so than the mystery, I am genuinely interested in what life is like in this space, and I want to continue kind of finding that out as we play. It's a weird thing for it to come up to as an example, but one of the things I really like in a Magic the Gathering set, of all things, is a set that gives some of its card space, because there's a limited number of cards you can print in a set, that discuss what living life on that plane or location is like in a mundane day-to-day sense. Some of my favorite sets give a really good impression of what it's like to live there. Would it be interesting to be in this location physically? Because there are some sets that are just about people fighting. And I'm like, cool. This is actively boring to me, actually. Magical warfare is the least interesting thing you could give me narratively. But it's been the ones where it's like, what are the detective agencies like in this megacity? What if we had an interdimensional racing competition, and who funds that, and what are the teams that race it, and that kind of stuff I've always found really, really cool. And this world's pretty cool. I want to know more about what it means to make a biological body that is so entirely different from a human one, that has mind backups, and assuming you don't die. Well, that's the thing. Like, are these bodies non-decaying? There are a handful of people like the Brachiosaur who have been around for 100 years. Is that all in the same body without having, like, been grievously injured? Like, do these bodies not age? That body's a robot one, so it'd be even less likely to age as long as it was well maintained. Those kind of things I would be interested in playing this game more to kind of find out more about, I guess.
Agreed.
Ooh. Right. Well, as we start to prepare to end today's stream and pass the love on to somebody else who's on air. Oh, Loxley's playing Silk Song. My partner was very proud to tell me that he beat that the other week, and I was like, great, congratulations. Did you know that Hades 2 just released? So he's probably going to be falling into that immediately. Loxley seems to be working heavily through that, so we'll pass on and give him good cheer. Yes, I guess it's my selection next.
Yes, I will be away next Thursday.
Okay.
But the Thursday after that, so I suppose that would be the 16th? Something like that.
Thursday after next being the 16th? Let me
Yes,
go and look at the
16th.
calendar. Yes, okay. Yeah, well, it gives me some good time to go and think about what we'd like
Rub
to
your
run next.
chin.
But in the meantime, let me go and start that raid over to Loxley's Satiric Corner. I have been your androgynous android late night DJ caster.
I have been your amazing agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
This has been the Neoncaster Twitch channel, and we'll see you soon. Have a fabulous rest of your week and weekend, everybody. Peace out.
Bye-bye.